Here we go. Touhou 16. It's been months since we last played, which means, oh yes, double click to rename it. Yes. Update your patcher. Yes.
I don't know who I'm gonna play as. I might pick Cheerno, with a tan, of course.
Specifies for a reason.
Yeah, it's kind of a package deal.
Oh, what's going on here?
Chat, this game has my favorite title theme.
There it is. I can't hear anything. There we go. Okay. Where's there we go. Okay.
Propaganda.
What?
Propaganda.
Chat, is it loud for you or is it just loud for us? Just need to be sure here because I turned my own volume down there, but my readings are normal.
Touhou Tenkusho Eastern
It is
Heavenly
loud.
Jade Dipper.
I thought so.
This is the best part.
How's that, chat? Good? Shot. Bomb. So like Touhou 13. Why is my mic so low? What? My mic is literally unchanged from yesterday.
As it usually
You are the
is.
only one having volume issues here. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. So anyway, this is like Touhou 13.
It was low yesterday too. You say that every day.
And I fixed it. I told you why it was low yesterday, and then I fixed it. Anyway, the release button is like the trance button. You press it to release your subseason. So I'm putting that on B button, and then slow and pause, and you know the usual.
What's your bomb button?
The same as usual.
Oh yeah. I forget you don't use beat 'em bomb. You use the trigger. No, you use.
Alright, so the way this game works is you got a character, one of four. The fact that Marissa's all the way in the back is interesting. I'm gonna play as Ramos. Each one has a season, and the sub-season is basically their shot. So Spring is Ramos, she has the spring stuff, and so the sub-season of Spring is also homing amulets, because that's what she does. Then Summer is Cheerno, Aya is Fall, and Marissa is Winter. So I'm gonna go with Winter sub-season because it reminds me of Persuasion Needles. Cause like, I guess I'll explain it a bit when we actually start the game here. So Reimu will always have this as a shot type, as her main shot. I collect the snowflakes to increase my winter gauge, and it'll put things behind my back.
So what does the winter gauge do?
When it goes up, it'll increase the amount of shots I have.
Oh, nice.
And since it's based on Marissa's season in the game, it's going to put lasers on my back, which is like persuasion needles. So I kind of like it.
Yeah.
So you get points to your sub-season gauge by killing things and by grazing things.
There's the Trinity larva.
You don't automatically get them when you graze them, but you spawn them in.
She died fast.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like we only have bomb pieces, and lives actually are lives.
Lives are determined by score in this game.
That's pretty sick. I like that.
And it gives you the score total required.
I do like that. I don't actually mind bomb pieces that much. They can stay. Life pieces is honestly where my grievances come from.
So you can hold a maximum of 6 charge. With each additional charge you get in your season gauge, you get 1 extra shot added to your, well, shot.
So I'm assuming that if you had just picked Spring, you basically would have just doubled up on home.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
So if you pick the same season as the character you're using, you basically just get an enhanced version.
Chat, anyone in the chat that may have played Gunstar Heroes, is this reminding you of that? This is reminding me of Gunstar Heroes. I don't know if anyone else is getting those vibes, but just thinking about it.
That didn't kill it, wow. Sure is hot. I'm just glancing around here, and there doesn't seem to be anything abnormal happening.
What's up? If the Shrine Maiden's out and about, did an incident happen by any chance? I've got more power than I know what to do with, so how about I help you out?
Good grief. Looks like there's only one benefiting from this season incident. Are you dumb fairies? I haven't sunk so low as to need help from some fairy, you know.
Oh, then how about I kick up a storm? My blood's totally boiling with midsummer heat.
This is my favorite stage 1 boss too.
I don't
very-
remember it.
It's very different from the usual, but I like it. So yeah, with the way it works is I have the season thingy-majiggy, and if I want to release it, I press the release button, and it will use all of my bar, and it will create an anti-attack shield that also doesn't forfeit a bonus like a bomb or getting hit would.
And I assume that it basically, as long as you have one, you'll keep the laser?
Yes.
Okay.
It uses everything, and the strength of it is dependent on how much you have when you used it.
Okay.
Summer is a bit different though, as in Summer will always only use one bar.
Oh, good. And she did. I surrender!
Whew, you thought you were tougher than I thought.
Bro, she died so fast. I didn't think I had that much strength in me either. This blue summer sky's got me pumped. Right now, I feel like I could even become the god of the new world.
I see. Doesn't seem like a coincidence that the fairies are going nuts at the same time as the weather. But I mean, we're also used to Hecatia's health bars being jacked. So
I don't think that's it. I think she just died really fast.
So, also to mention, the way you get bomb pieces in the game is you have to clear spell cards without getting hit or using a bomb.
Okay.
But you are allowed to use the sub-season release.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you have 6 winter. Does that actually power up your laser anymore?
Each one adds another one. So I have 6 things behind me.
Right as you said that, I looked down and saw how many lasers you have stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, so now I just have a stream of lasers with homing. So I can hit things that I'm not shooting at, but I can also hit things much harder, like this.
Well, Chad, if you ever wanted to see what the fusion of Rainbow and Marissa look like, this is it. Homing and lasers.
Yeah, one steady shot down the middle, and then a couple side pieces to pick off the riffraff. So, I still haven't gotten a life yet, but I'm about to.
I mean, if they're based on score, that kind of sounds about right. You don't usually get a life in Mountain of Faith until stage 2.
Yeah.
Hell, how many Touhou games do give you a life by stage 1?
I think double dealing character on higher difficulties, because you get more enemies.
I guess that's kind of determined by your skill. I mean, like, the game... Besides that, there really isn't
you could... I don't know. 7 and 8 are roughly the second stage as well.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess... Would 11 on higher difficulties give you enough? Are there enough spell cards in stage 1?
Because you get... Yeah, you get a 1-up in stage 1, and even a normal. Because remember, Parsi and Kasume both drop life pieces on their cooldowns and stuff.
Parsi's not stage 1.
I meant Yamame and Kasume. That's a full bomb. Because Parsi only gives you like 3 or 4 life pieces herself because she's the only boss that shows up. She's not really a mid-boss.
What? This here's supposed to be my territory.
What? Territory?
Yeah, outsiders like yourself shouldn't be barging on in here.
Character's not real. Territory? I thought this area was under Tengu administration, but you sure don't look like a Tengu. Who are you?
She has a big knife. Who am I? Ain't nobody's problem. If you stick around here any longer, you're just gonna wind up as my winter food supply.
So, I don't remember what this character's yokai type is, but apparently they're kind of popular. Huh. And Zuma's like, I wonder why people don't use this type of character more. And then he introduced one and was like, I have no idea what to write for this character. And here we are.
This looks weird for a stage 2 boss. And now this... Oh, small ripples!
You know what's really cool?
What?
That the bullets are the same color as the snowflakes.
Yeah. Sad Zone has done nothing with her. A lot of people will probably share that sentiment about a lot of characters.
Yeah, but it's one of those instances where the character's just hard to write with. He doesn't know what to do with them. I don't blame him. Some characters are hard to work with. Eigi's hard to work with too.
Kagome.
Fucking Jesus.
Oh.
That sucks.
Alright, well, we learned. So I noticed you don't lose any gauge from dying, so that's nice.
I got murdered.
By the murder grandma. Checks out. Ooh.
Why did you drop a bomb piece?
Good question. You just said she's not really supposed to do that when you die.
So this is just knives.
I can deal with knives. I've played
Prepare to get clipped.
I've played Touhou 6 a lot. You sure are strong. Who are you anyway?
Well, I work as the Shrine Maiden of the Hakade Shrine.
Shrine Maiden? First I've heard of you. I can't help but like strong folks though. Wanna come by my place?
Ah, I heard of you before. Living alone in the mountains. You're the super isolated yokai whose lifestyle is unknown, and forego forming societies or any connections with others. You're a Yamamba, a mountain hag, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been called that a couple of times. The autumn sun sets as quick as a well bucket dropping now. It's gonna get freezing cold up here in the mountains. You should drop by and have some tea. Come on, don't be shy.
I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I'm still planning to have a long life after all.
You got a life.
Oh, because I hit the 10,000. So this is the Hakade Shrine.
Yeah.
And this is the spring level. And Lily White's here.
And the boss that I do not care about at all.
On! One of
Yeah.
the most popular characters to come from this game.
And I do not care.
That's because you didn't read the manga.
You're really gonna play that card on me?
Well, it's true, because I didn't care about her either until I read the manga.
Alright, fine. I guess more reasons to read. But I don't read.
That's what makes her... Oh my god, that kind of just happened. The manga is what actually gives her a character worth liking. As opposed to just, that's a doggo. You have to like doggo.
I mean, the written works give everyone that doesn't get a character in the game character.
True. But in a case like Sumireko, they give me too much, I don't want it. I liked her better when I didn't know her. I don't need that, do I? No. The thing about what's neat is that even while in focus, I still have homing as an option. With
That type
laser.
really doesn't change between the two.
No, they have their shot type and then they have their backup. That was weird.
Speaking of backing up, I thought your homing bullets were their bullets for a second.
Fuck.
Lily White though. So much easier than she was in...
Fucking Jesus, Lily, what was that?
Oh, you have flower seal. That's pretty. I like that.
I got ensnared by Lily's bullshit. Harder than I expected it to be.
Considering it's technically easier because she appears stage 3 here as opposed to stage 4 and 7.
Her homing amulets are so fucking weak. Now that I take a good look at it, the sky above my shrine is in quite the state too. I did think it was a little springy around here, but this is definitely abnormal. How many bombs did I start with?
You've only used one.
Yeah, so I only have 3. Did my count reset when I died or something?
I think it might have.
I need to check that.
Oh, is there a fight going on down at the shrine? I've been keeping watch over this place. But the excited fairies are all that's come by. There haven't been any dangerous intruders in particular.
Who are you again?
Aw, come on. I'm Kamano the Kamainu, of course. Pretend I said that right.
Did we have any Komainu here?
Why, yes, I quietly keep watch over shrines, temples, and the like. As such, I've been watching over this shrine, too. There's been no sign of any intruders, so you can rest easy if you feel like heading back out.
Yeah, hello? You're obviously the one intruding here. I'm gonna find out who you are, and I'm gonna be real thorough about it. Reimu is not a friendly person sometimes.
So, I'm assuming Reimu left from the shrine in the first place, so did she, like, double back to where she came from? If she's here in stage 3?
The way it's explained, it's actually explained in the manga. But, the Seasons incident is happening, and it's been happening for a while, and Reimu doesn't want to act because her shrine is affected by a nice spring, and
Yeah,
she's benefiting
I do
from
remember
it.
that. But like, I just don't
What
know.
the hell is this Skittle bullshit? Fuck that. No idea how to do that properly.
You still got a bomb piece for that.
I shouldn't have. I failed it.
Your information is wrong. So then where's Rainbow starting this from?
She has Kirby lasers.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want to act because it's benefiting her. Marissa slaps her shit in a little bit. And is like, fuck off, Rainbow, go fix it. And Rainbow's like, alright, fine, jeez. And so she decides to head off to, she says she's heading off to the area where summer is the hottest, which is the garden of the sunflower garden. So stage 1 is Garden of the Sunflowers, whatever it's called. And then stage 2 is,
I don't remember her doing this.
Stage 2 is the Yokai Mountain. Stage 3 is the Shrine. I have no idea what's going on.
How mean. All I've been doing is protecting the shrine for you.
You don't seem to be lying after all.
Yes, I've been protecting shrines and temples from simple enemies all the time until now. It's like volunteer work?
Uh-huh, I see. I hadn't noticed at all. I'm sorry.
No, that's alright. Contributing my help in such a way that I go unnoticed is fun, really. But this time, for some reason, no matter how long I tried to stand around, I couldn't help but go back outside. Maybe I was entranced by the cherry blossoms? Even I'm not quite sure.
That aside, though, Komainu, you don't seem related to the season incident either. There's only one season left to check out now, but I don't feel like there'll be much there either. Is my intuition starting to fail me? I've never had such a total lack of leads during an incident. Or maybe I overlooked something big hidden among my previous opponents.
Seems you're heading out again, then. You can leave the shrine in my capable hands.
A fairy, a mountain hag, and a Komainu. Wait. Nah, no way. Well, no, on the other hand. What are you talking about, Rainbow?
Alright, so chat, what's your favorite season? And anyone that doesn't say winter is banned.
Winter fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No,
It's
it
just
doesn't.
cold and annoying.
It's not annoying.
It is annoying.
It's not annoying.
Hella annoying. You ever lived in a fucking snowstorm?
Yes. I've lived in Canada my whole life. Spring, winter, spring, autumn, winter. Alright, as long as no one says summer, I think I'm okay. Summer sucks. You want to talk about a season that's annoying? Summer. The 5th season?
Chad, I think I'm supposed to be using my thingy more.
Release.
Yeah, that's the one. But I'm not, and I'm making this significantly more difficult on myself. As I swear this is more difficult than,
Well, if using it uses all your winter gauge, then why would you want to use it if it gets rid of your lasers?
I don't want to use it, that's why I'm not using it.
Exactly.
But like, that last stage, I didn't even know how to do 2 of On's patterns, and I completely ate shit for them. Well, I had the bomb, so I didn't really eat shit. But like, this is a little more difficult than I was expecting it to be. Not as bad as fucking 15, but even so. And now she's just here. Who is this?
Winter is the only season you don't get allergies. See, that's an upside. Winter would be the best if not for icy sidewalks. That's an understandable complaint. That's understandable. Ice ain't fun. Snow's pretty though. Spring and autumn. Early autumn. You know, that's the big brain play. Specific times in the seasons. Except all of summer still sucks.
You know what this part is? The
What?
shit I did in the extra stage for the last, like, 2 weeks.
Small blue rice bullets.
Yeah. But now I have to dodge them along with looking at little snowflakes. Are you seeing this?
Yeah. Nothing's hitting you.
No, but now it's down here with me.
Well, you live. And
Fucking miracle.
That fairy just dropped a whole ass bomb.
I don't know, hit me.
I don't know either, but you lost all your bombs.
Yep, notice that.
This? I'm getting Mountain of Faith flashback from this. I live in a tropical country, so it's summer every day. Poor bastard.
Alright, well.
Well, at least it's short. Could you be one of the chosen ones? I was trying to be real flashy about all this, but you still took way longer than I thought you would to show up.
Just who are you?
I'm brimming with power. My, what's going on? I'm practically overflowing with magic power. I just got to try this out on the human in front of me. This gal right here is your next opponent. Well, time for me to head on back.
What? Wait.
I'm
What?
not quite sure why, but it seems like this blizzard is giving me strength.
Hey, you're in the way. I finally got a hold of the culprit, so move it already.
Why, who's this? It's the Hakone Shrine Maiden. You're pretty reckless coming to the Forest of Magic all by yourself. There's no way I'm throwing away a chance to fight the Shrine Maiden of all people.
I remember one of her spell cards being a giant golem.
Yeah, and I think I remember it too. This blizzard gives me super strength. That's what she said. Blizzard gives her power. Instant Bodhi. Got a full bomb from that.
That was not a full bomb.
It looked like it because of the point I threw in it. She's so unremarkable. I agree with that. She's just there. She exists.
That's the whole point of all the characters in this game.
They just exist.
Yeah, they're unremarkable yokai that got power from the incident.
Well, now I feel a little less bad about not really caring about them.
That's why they don't stand out very much. Here it is, bullet golem.
Oh! Oh! This is not the one I remember. I don't know what one I think I remember, though.
Yikes.
Well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die from that one.
It wasn't stopping.
Criminal salvation.
God damn, I almost just fucking died.
Oh. Oh no. I like it when bullets come from behind you though. Alright, well you found it out, so. Oh my, I lost.
Quit getting in my way. At this rate, I'll lose sight of that weirdo who was just here. The visibility here is already awful to begin with.
Someone was just here? What are you talking about?
The girl who was floating behind you a minute ago. Didn't you notice her?
Well, I'm always alone. All alone in the forest.
Oh well, sorry about that. Really though, what's going on here? Who was that just now? In all 4 seasons locations, there's been people who normally stay hidden suddenly showing up with unbelievable power. No way this is some coincidence. There's someone pulling the strings very close by.
Ah, my back feels hot for some reason. Even though we're in the middle of a blizzard. How strange.
Your back. Ah! There's some kind of door stuck to your back?
Huh? Wow, talk about scary.
I have them in my sights now. Time to hop on through this thing.
Into the back! Into the door dimension. Does the forbidden door lead to this world or the world beyond? Now that's a song title. Okay, you know what I learned recently? Sagame doesn't have defeated art. Well, she does, but she doesn't.
She does, but it isn't seen anywhere.
Yeah. Because Zun thought that for how long the after battle dialogue was, he thought it would be I don't know what the right word is, but he just didn't think it felt right for her to be like, I guess, hurt throughout all of that, so he just kind of stayed the same. It makes sense.
Reimu's homing shots are really cool, except for the fact that they do nothing more than tickle.
Every time they come back to you, I think they're bullets. Chat, these nameless fairies have prettier bullets than Junko.
Well, I take it back. My homing damage are great. Never mind. I take it back again.
Will we find out if they're actually good or not? Click here to find out, and that's the game.
Dun
X-Win game.
dun dun.
I got loot.
Dun dun.
Homing. Homing? Alright, well, you gotta see the rest of the game. You gotta know what you're preparing for. And there's the other one.
I hate these two.
I like these two.
Fucking goddamn, look at this.
Maybe use your release thing more, but I can't force you to. Hey, a life.
Oh! Wow! Isn't that nice to see?
Good job, man. You got an extra life. Homing bullets haven't been the same since Touhou 10.
They're weak as shit. Then they made her needles weaker too. Not fair.
I mean, at this point, I think Rainbow's only real defining characteristic is that she has small hurt box. She's no longer defined by doing 9 million damage per frame. She does like 14 per frame.
I picked normal mode. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I got scared. Just making sure.
This game is harder than I think we were led to believe.
This game don't fuck around.
No, this is not baby game. Although the stage, I don't know if it's just because we've been doing the extra stage for so long, but the stages feel shorter.
There you are.
What the? How'd that human get in here? Oh, guess I forgot to close that Jizo's back door on my way out. Oh my, you're such a scatterbrain. You went and pulled the human in before the order even arrived. Well, the tide should turn in our favor now anyway. I did a real spectacular job out there after all. If you ask me, Master's gonna say, well done, this is perfect.
Hey, hello. Who are you two?
Why, I'm Mai Tereda. And I'm Satono Nishida. Hello once again, and welcome to the land of the back door.
Ushiro do no Kuni.
Now, this might be a bit sudden, but let's start your test.
Test? What are you even talking about?
Now, if you're too weak, our master will get real mad at us. So you better give us all you got. If you die, well, that's the end of that.
Oops. Thought they were done.
Well, it was supposed to be the end of that. Who's Marissa again? The one with the broom.
Oh! I fucking despise.
Chad, I like these two. This is, that's giving me Suiko vibes. You gotta dodge, like, can't really dodge side to side, so you gotta, you kinda can't go side to side.
You have to dodge side to side. There's nothing I hate more than two characters overlapped.
They don't overlap.
Oh no?
Look, their health bars are not their character models, okay?
Oh
He's
no.
bailed.
I hate this kind of pair of shit.
Chat, he's in that state where the 1cc is dead and now the rest of the run doesn't care about the rest of the run. Behind you. An apt name for a spell card. Is the bomb button broken or something? No, but the 1cc is dead and no one gives a shit anymore. That's how it goes.
You know, I haven't played this game in probably 7 months.
7 or 8.
And
I think
even
it's
then,
been 8.
I didn't play it.
It's been 8 since we
But,
played 15, so it's gotta be at least 8 since we played this.
Please explain to me, Mr. Broken Bomb Button comment. Why would I press bomb on everything in the game if I don't know how it works to begin with? Go ahead, explain.
Mad Dance. Off Kirby lasers and static lasers? And talismans? I love this spell card. I'm gonna bomb the shit out of it.
This is miraculously not as bad as some of the previous
He's
ones.
got 2 bomb buttons. It's a double negative. They're unusable. Fair enough. Alright, you did your convincing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Save your stupid comments. There, I won!
That was alright. Yeah, passing marks, I guess? Alright, congrats. You passed.
Jeez, what's with you two? What a couple of pests. You're all beat up and still. I think I have one more continue. You two caused the incident, right? I'm here to put a stop to it.
You mean the 4 Seasons incident? You used 2 on this stage and 1 on the last.
Yep.
Nah, that wasn't us.
Wait, for real?
For really real. It's not our fault.
Come on, that's totally ridiculous. Ugh, I was so sure I'd caught the culprit.
See, by dancing behind their backs, there's no limit to how much of a target's potential we can draw out. We've received orders to seek out potential in people who are normally hidden, and to capture any aggressive talented folks such as yourself. The incident's not our fault. It's the fairies, sprites, and divine spirits who went crazy from our dancing.
Huh. So it is your fault then. Indirectly, anyway.
Are you sure about that? Well, you passed the test, so we hereby invite you to meet the ultimate god hidden behind your back.
Alright, stage 6.
Into back door.
The stage's background is trippy on this one.
Just start dancing behind someone's back and unlock their potential. Open it not, gaze not upon it.
Heaven lies hidden in the door beyond your rear. So now,
Heaven was at the top of the Yokai Mountain.
well, see, now we're just gonna.
Is this like is this the dev door to heaven? It was made by a sage, so it counts.
I can't see anything.
Well, you're alive.
But the background is just going through different season doors. It's cool.
They're the dev doors. Oh, they're all dropping bomb pieces.
That's great.
Wow, you aren't doing anything.
Can't hit
Chat,
them.
I don't know if Dylan's gonna pick Rainbow again. This doesn't seem like it's good.
It's hard to hit them. I hardly expected there to be such a big place behind a door in someone's back. Well, it really is. It's really full of wonders.
Ah, I see you've arrived. You're the human who my 2 servants mentioned, I see.
There you are. You're the ringleader of this incident.
Incident? If you mean the out-of-order seasons, the Berserk Fairies are to blame for that. A natural phenomenon, essentially. It's nobody's responsibility.
I'm not here to listen to any of your excuses. Here I go.
Well, wait a moment. We'll be parting ways after this anyway, so why not talk for a while longer? My name is Okina Matara. I am the god of the back door, a god of hindrances. A god of no performance, a god of outcasts, a god of stars.
What aren't you a god of?
And I am one of the sages who created our Gensokyo. Sooner or later, I need to find some successors to take over from those 2 servants of mine.
Successors? What are you planning to do with me?
However, that lousy pair certainly brought me a strong human, that's for sure. The Hakare Shrine Maiden of all people. Well, obviously you're disqualified. You can feel free to return to the front-facing world.
What? Quit playing around already. You might not have any business with me, but I sure have some business with you. Resolving this incident is my job. I'm gonna defeat you and return Gensokyo to normal.
How very foolish. Let me declare this. Victory against me is impossible in your current state. As long as you have that door of seasons on your back, any battle between us will be nothing more than a farce.
Stop quibbling already. Let's just go.
Fine, very well. If you so insist, then show me. Show me the no of darkness that you dance in this maddening frenzy of Danmaku. Chad, Okin is cool. And apparently a god of many things.
So yeah, all of her spell cards in this
They're very
stage 6
colorful.
are based on the seasons, and then the ones on the extra stage are based on her actual abilities as a god.
Halo of the secret god.
So she'll use this, and then her other ones will be like season based. This is just Apollo's mirror, but more laser directions. Wow, that sucked. Ow!
Ooh. I don't remember that noise.
It's just... I
Chad,
hate
you ever
this.
think about how Zun can basically throw the power balance of all against Tokyo out of whack depending on who he decides is playable?
Yep.
Like, imagine if he made a game where you could play as Rumia and fight Yukari as like, the extra stage boss. Then you could say that Rumia is stronger than Yukari.
Scorched by hot summon.
You're fucking dead.
I guess I go around it, or through it.
I was gonna say go above it, but never mind. That's
Well, I couldn't go above it, because it starts at the top, but when I died, it wasn't there.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of wiggles like border apart waves particle.
Yeah, giving me Satori vibes.
It's not as scary as it should be, and I blame Hikatia for that.
Die of famine. Once again, apt and straightforward.
They're coming back down.
Probably. Oh, yes. Oh, no, they're coming real back down.
I think they're aimed at me.
Yeah, but she's dead. Beating someone doesn't mean you're actually stronger than them? Huh? Then why would Rumia be able to beat Yukari in this hypothetical universe?
That's the whole point of the Danmaku system, is so you can fight people that are stronger than you that you have no chance of beating normally.
Alright, well let me just... Oh yeah, it's
I
just
can't
black
see.
bullets. This is...
I'm dead.
No, you're fine. Relatively speaking. Alright, I guess those aren't nearly as big. I don't want to do that. Ugh.
It's not that bad. It's kind of similar to... Well, I mean, it's really difficult. To get squeezed through it, you kind of
Yeah,
need to,
fuck
like...
that, I'm bombing this.
You kind of just need to do wide follows, that's all.
April Wizard. You drop down and bounce back up in big balls. You know, I never thought about that. Okina has two themes because she's the stage 6 and extra boss, huh?
Yep. Now she steals my season,
Yeah.
and it becomes a timeout? Not a timeout.
Now, fight against thy own sub-season. Nope, you just gotta fight with your, 0 power and, no gauge.
As far as I can tell, this is what I'm doing. That's
Yep,
not bad.
I do remember that from when I did Cherno all those months ago. And then it gets harder. Well,
I think that's it. No, I got one more.
I like how it gives you full power for the continue, but it's taken away.
That's hard. Wait, I don't have any power.
No, you don't. You took it away with your, season.
How much damage am I doing to her?
More than you think, but still not much.
Oh, I see. You're always locked at 0 power anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. You got your full power back, but it took it away from you.
Because it's all tied to the season stuff, I see.
Anyway, propaganda.
Yeah.
The Hakure Shrine.
There we go.
I guess you do still have to hide bad endings.
It'd be hard to get them. Yeah, she just gets yeeted out and doesn't know what's going on, so she has to try again. Well,
Man, Reimu was so sad there.
I guess an improvement here is that I even beat the game, but
True.
I did use all my continues. Harder than I thought it was.
Game hard.
Alright. Move that back.
Swap.
Your turn to try.
Yay.
Alright. It's, the thing about this game is that it definitely, first of all, I didn't utilize that at all.
Yeah.
So I probably should do that.
I don't know how useful it is now as a result. Yeah, you picked normal. I'm gonna play as Chirno with a tan, of course.
She's really weak. You're gonna do a lot of dodging.
Do I want to play as Aya?
I don't know, chat. Obviously, I don't have the most practical experience, but I wouldn't say this game is like...
Playing this fall Chirno.
I wouldn't say this game is super hard, like on par with 11 or 12. I think it's just because I didn't... One, that's the first time I really played through that game in a long time. Two, I didn't use my sub-season shit at all. And three, the one-up theme score is simple, but, well... It took a while for it to actually, like, proc.
So I don't know anything about these two shot types, so it's quite possible I made a mistake.
Who knows? We'll see.
I'm sure chat's already telling me it is, even though I can't read it.
Season release bomb is useful when there's a lot of bullets on the screen, since clearing them will allow you to rack up points to get more... Oh yeah, I guess that's true. You get more lives by using the season release, and then there's enough that drops in the game. So yeah, I think what that was, chat, was a demonstration of what happens when you try to play the game without using the intended mechanic.
Yeah.
It gets a bit hard. Like, I was definitely feeling strapped for lives, but my #1 source of obtaining more points, I just wasn't utilizing. Considering how I pretty much filled the season gauge in Stage 2 and then never used it, despite how much of the game gives you more, like, you're already at 3.5.
Yeah. And you're only gonna get more as the amount of enemies increases and all that. So
the game wants you to use its resource, and I think you should, and I think it's a good resource. But yeah, trying to play it without it is just kind of putting yourself at a handicap. It's a little scary to use. I need to learn when it's a smart time to use it, because I don't think you can use it. You can't use it like a death bomb, but you can use it before a bullet hits you. And they're all different, so... Oh, well, we'll talk about that after that.
Summer's the best!
Oh, fuck off with that. Wahoo! It sure is! Oh my, you got a tan! Are you enjoying this fine summer day?
Heck yeah, I am. Summer is when I, the Great Ice Fairy, can show my true power.
We butterfly fairies are hardly going to lose either. I'm surging with endless strength.
Let's fight to see who Summer belongs to. Dylan, you missed your cue. It's both of us.
Oh, I didn't even notice. 10 Desires is also, yeah, 10 Desires forces you to use trance mode if you want to have anything involving 1-ups and bombs. It still starves you on resources though, even with it, so it's annoying. How is Chirno not melting? Because the tan isn't actually caused by the sun. Her skin tanned by her overwhelming power heating up inside of her. I'm not joking.
Overwhelming power.
Anyway, what was I saying? You're right, so each season has a different method of release bombing. So Springs is like the more you have, the bigger it is. It's just one big kaboom. Summer is just a little area around you for a second and it uses 1 bar constantly. Fall, I think, is just kind of, you put something down and it stays in place. And I think winter's the same? I really don't know. I just remember spring and summer with how they work.
I win! Summer is officially mine.
I lost. Sure are something.
Man, I've never been this powerful before. I'm gonna charge onward and conquer Gensokia.
Fight on for my share too. We're all counting on you.
Leave it to me. I shall create the future of us fairies with my own 2 hands. And thus Chirno went on a quest to liberate the land.
Oh, that's right. The extra stage gives you a specific sub-weapon you have to use in order for it to work. So that one have a different release barrier as well.
So should I use mine? Well, I should use it when there's bullets on screen.
Yeah, and you can use it to figure out what it does, but you shouldn't use it until you need it. Okay, so you can... It follows you around.
Okay, yeah, mine is basically just a mini field.
And winter, I think...
it used all of mine.
And winter is just like an area, and then the longer it stays longer, the more bar you use. So it seems like, Chad, is it correct in assuming that the majority of your strength comes from your character anyway? Because I say that, but Rainbow's homing amulets are...
I don't know where my power's coming from right now.
But I don't know how strong the laser was to compensate that, you know? I felt like I got through some boss attacks pretty fast with it, though. Like, I got through one of Okina's doing one wave of the autumn attack. How come Chino doesn't have the smallest hitbox? She is the smallest character.
I don't know, man. I guess it's supposed to be Rainbow's final characteristic, not anyone else's.
Well, Rainbow gets a lot of cheat abilities. Marissa's secondary ability is usually, or I'm pretty sure it's always, the point of collection lines closer to the bottom of the screen.
Bam.
Extendo. Sub-weapon actually makes up a sizable portion of your damage. Trade-off between having damage and popping the gauge for points. I see. Well, I would use it for getting out of a sticky situation first. Because it seems like bombs reset to your default starting amount when you get hit, which is annoying. Because games before that, pretty much every game before that, from God, well, I don't know, probably Touhou 12. Yeah, since Touhou 12, between Touhou 12 and 16, they've always given you your higher count and refunded you if you went below it. But now it's going back to the way it was. I guess that makes sense considering it's all score-based. Anyway, this is supposed to be my territory.
Like I care. I'm the fairy who shall soon lord over Gensokyo. I can go anywhere and do anything I want.
An overlord, eh? Well, sure. Have fun with your lording or whatever. More importantly, you ought to get on out of here.
Bah, you're looking at me like I'm an idiot, aren't you? In that case, I'll take you out by force.
Assertive little fairy, aren't you? Alright, I'll cut you open, just like you asked. Don't forget, don't get murder knifed.
I won't get murder knifed. I would have gotten murder knifed, though.
So I guess the best time to use the season gauge is when bullets are gonna hit you, right? So it's better to use it during stage portions than bosses?
Well, I guess you could use them on bosses, too, to be...
You don't fail the bonus if you use them on bosses, so there's that.
I don't want to use it here because I'm scared.
Considering what's coming, this is nothing.
God, if I'm scared on stage 2, I don't stand a chance. But stage 2 has always scared me.
I think I did better on Okina than I did in the entirety of stage 5.
Yeah. Oh.
Zuna's gone on record in saying that the design philosophy behind Touhou 16 is returning to a traditional shmup with no, like, ridiculous gimmicks. So, a lot of it kinda... I wouldn't say it's like EOSD, by any means, but it simplifies it to a similar extent. Like, lives are a score, and, like, there isn't really too much you need to pay attention to for it. Wow, that was good. See, and you didn't lose your bonus, but now you don't have any power.
Okay. I won't get murder knife.
Scary.
And she just dropped a bomb piece for that. I like how I just said I won't get murder knife after beating that spell card.
This one actually kind of scares me because I know I'm going to get clipped by it.
Yeah, I probably will.
You are doing so little damage.
I'm fine. I'm the strongest.
She basically has Yuyiko and Yuka's shot type. Look how wide it is.
Yeah.
Are you seriously a fairy? You sure got some guts.
I don't know. I'm just feeling really strong. I bet it's because of the midsummer sun.
Midsummer? What are you talking about? It's mid-fall right now.
Mid-fall? Oh, you're right. It's gotten cold all of a sudden. What's going on? It was definitely midsummer until noon.
Are you sure you're really Gensokyo Overlord material? Well, you just head along now, little Miss Overlord.
Whatever. Now that it's cool out, I can really show my true power.
Each bullet that gets cleared by a season release becomes more seasonal points. So, okay, so you can kind of get some bar back, because he's already back at 3 after using it. You only had to go through 1 spell card with it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's good. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to use this better. Seems to be the big thing for this game.
I'm killing nothing right now. I say as they explode around me.
Touhou 17 ended up going with UFO 2.0 mechanics with life pieces coming back, but it's way better done than UFO. I don't know, Chad, I don't think this is a bad game by any means. I can definitely see a degree of difficulty to it that reminds me of EOSD, and that, well, it doesn't exactly play nice, and you can't change your starting lives. That's one thing about this game, that while it does kind of return to that style from the first Windows trilogy, you don't have the ability to start with 5 lives, so it becomes a little more stressful as a result.
You know, I kind of forget about that feature sometimes.
I do until I play the games and think, wow, I'm godlike. I have 5 lives in stage 1.
No, I want to get that bomb. Fuck me.
But now you're starting with 2 and you can't do anything about it.
Hey, Lily. I'm sad now.
I didn't know how to dodge Lily's shit. It's a Katia, it's blue cooldown. Straight up. Fucking straight up.
Yeah?
Wait, she drops a whole ass 1-up?
Yeah, I guess.
I forgot. I died there.
Well, don't do that next time.
I think Cherno has the weakest power in this game, but I don't really think there's any bad character. Aya's probably real fucking fast.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to pick her, because she was probably really fucking fast, and I don't really do fast.
I am many things, but speed is not one of them. Yeah, it seems hidden. This game also doesn't let you stockpile bombs, which is not terrible. I mean, I'm annoyed because I've gotten used to it, but at the same time, just use your bombs, really. That's what I've learned.
Well, the shrine's full of fall leaves.
It really does return to a very old style. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Fall leaves? Wow, you can't even tell the difference between cherry petals and leaves.
Cherry petals? Don't be stupid. It's fall. Those would never... What? They're all cherry petals.
What an idiot. You sure have an impressive aura, though.
What the heck is all this? This is awesome. It's only been 1 day. In just 1 day, it's turned from midsummer to mid-fall to mid-spring.
Mid-sprint. Mid-fall and mid-sprint aren't words. Oh, it was intentional, okay.
Huh? Really? Whatever, though. Once I rule the land, I'll make them into official words.
You seem to be stronger than usual. I mean, so are all the other fairies around here, but still. Sorry, Miss Fairy, but I'm gonna have to chase you out of here. As the shrine's guardian beast.
Chat, I love Cherno.
She had 2 spell cards that I couldn't do. The one where she duplicated herself and the one where I got followed by, like, strange marshmallow beans. Oh, you're dead.
Spain!
That probably hurts more if you use it next to the boss.
Probably, but I'm probably not... if I'm dying, I'm probably not next to the boss.
So I think you need to stream this. And I just fucked it up entirely. Yes. Yeah, it looks like it's just streaming. Not complicated, but I goofed it. M&M. Squishy M&M looking ass. You know your shot is so wide that you could just go the whole side of the screen.
Yeah, but I don't do any damage.
Yeah, but you live.
I guess that is what I signed up for when I picked Cherno, huh?
Pretty sure I got memed on by this one.
Yeah, I can see why.
If there are enough bullets on screen, you can infinitely cast Autumn Release. You'd always be able to get 1 charge.
I wanted to hit it there, but yeah, you can't death bomb it. I don't know why I thought that would make me invincible. It's not a bomb.
Well,
There's that.
to be honest, I didn't even consider that. I don't think I was ever going to try it, but I did not consider for a second that that would happen.
I I guess I just assumed that since it got rid of the bullets, that it meant I was God, and I am in fact not God. Oh, morning.
It's easy. Alright, this one I tried for about 5 seconds and then bombed.
Sounds good to me, Chief. Yeah, it looks like it's doing some damage.
What do you mean, looks like? The hell, that's a goddamn saw blade. So strong. I knew that the fairies were stronger, but I hardly imagined they were this strong.
Yes, I'm one step closer to becoming Supreme Overlord.
I mean, I bet if I could have won if I'd gotten really serious.
At scrub quotes.
It's just that if I use any more of my power, I fear I might lose control of it.
What? You a sore loser or something? So lame.
Gah.
Where am I gonna head next? I feel like I can't lose to anyone right now.
Well, if you're leaving the shrine, I'll hardly be one to complain. You should be careful though. Temporary power always has something else lurking behind it. I've sensed an evil intent behind that power, and, well, she's already gone. My goodness, she's in for a rough time.
I would appreciate it.
Cirno is using her powers a bit too much, and this is why it's causing her to overheat internally, hence the tan. I like how there's actually an in-game explanation for her tan, and not just because Zun wanted to give her a tan. Which, to be fair, he probably did, which is why this is how it works, but it's still great nonetheless. Yeah, these stage patterns are kind of assholes.
Yeah.
Also, Bullet Golem can suck a dick. Dumbass spell card, that one was. Like playing Lunatic Impact again. Maybe not as bad, but still pretty bad.
I should have really used my relief there. But I kind of like my Saw Blade Snowflake instead. Old bastards.
I also don't know how to do Narumi's cooldowns. The first one wasn't so bad. Second one I managed, but then the third one was just like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, that wasn't very good. Don't even get me started on the next one though. God damn.
Please.
Stage 5 is ass. I hate them. I hate the way her bullets work.
Alright, there we go, I got it.
I fucking hate them.
I kind of get it, but I hate them too. I didn't have any bombs left.
You did, however, have one barrier charge.
Fine.
She gives you one whole bomb. Stage 5 has great boss music, but I fucking hate the boss because I hate fighting two bosses at the same time.
It wasn't fun in 14, it wasn't fun in 15, and it's not fun here.
You know? You take two patterns and you put them together and it becomes too much for my poor brain to handle.
I tried to release, but I didn't have release. So, I bombed instead. Fucking die!
This wasn't so bad. I don't think anyway. Drawing blanks in my memory on this shit already. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close.
So was that.
You can't give Vermillia a tan, she'll combust.
Milady would fucking burn.
How could you even give her a tan without her catching on fire? Hey, you fairy over there. What's up?
So you're my next opponent, eh? Let's battle for the title of the strongest. Oh, where have I heard that one before?
Who do you even think is responsible for squirts like you having that power in the first place? I'm brimming with power! My, what's going on? I'm practically overflowing with magic power.
I like my little bird friend behind me.
Feel like you're taking out the spin on some fairies. Ha 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 ha! You two have fun beating on each other now. Well, time for me to head on back.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
But hey, a stronger enemy showed up, so I'll just roll with that.
This out-of-season blizzard might make it hard to tell, but this is the Forest of Magic, you know?
And?
It doesn't matter who it is. There's nobody who can stand up to the magic specialist like me.
You moron. You big ol' hat-headed moron. Victory is decided by whoever's the strongest. So victory is mine.
Hat-headed moron. Well, aren't you confident? As a symbol of yes. Ksitagarba. Good God. I exist in this world to provide salvation to all creatures in this era without Buddhas. But fairies sure don't count. 'Tis a bitter shame. I'll see you in your next life.
I'll see you in my next, like, 5. I'll see you in my next continue.
Yeah, so this one you kind of just need to go up in the middle, back up in the middle, and back up. It's a little tight, a little claustrophobic, but not too bad overall.
I get it. Still frightens me, though.
It's the shit after it that gets on me. Instant body. This one I did, yeah, it looks like it's just like Ron's thingy, but they don't come back.
Still hate dodging diagonally, though.
Better than behind, which the characters do later. That one is manageable, thankfully. This one I did, but I don't know how I did it. Excellent choice.
Not very. I didn't get any back.
Okay, it looks like you just kind of have to weave between the purple and red. There's a lot of space between them.
Yeah, I see it now.
It's the one after this that...
Yeah, that one where it just didn't stop ever.
A bullet golem!
Bullet Golem.
This one is so asinine. So I think you want to be below it when she returns it because it has a specific pattern it does. So I guess you just want to keep doing half circles. But I really don't know because I think this one is fucking awful.
So do I. I'm just gonna spin.
What happens if you stand on it with a release barrier?
That's a good question.
Now, how do you do this?
I deserve that.
I don't know if that was the right call.
This is though. Put that there.
And in this one, you want to just kind of wait at the bottom, let them go up, and move up so you don't get memed on by a spawn, and then do the rinse and repeat. Very easy, Douglas. Now, of course, you're probably going to get memed on anyway, because this game likes to do that.
Every now and then. Yeah, it looks like you just stay in the middle. You don't
Why is Bullet Golem in that last cooldown so different compared to everything else she throws at you? But what's with this fairy? She actually packs a punch.
Total pushover. I can feel power surging forth again and again.
I see. I did get the feeling that there was more power dwelling in me than usual. But it looks like you had that same power within you, too. If we were both using performance enhancers for that fight, then it figures that a fairy would be so powerful.
Nah, that's totally not it. This is my own true strength, fair and square.
Well, to tell you the truth, my magic allows me to control life. Fairies are pure life energy, so if I really got serious, I should have been able to completely nullify you. But for some reason, it didn't work on you.
What are you trying to say?
In short, you're running on some power other than that of a mere fairy's right now. What? There's a door stuck to your back?
There's a what now on my back? What?
The fairy vanished? It's like she got sucked away somewhere when she touched her own back. Well, fairies aren't salvation targets anyway. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Yeah, so Cherno actually has the door on her back, unlike the other characters. I mean, I guess they do. But then she goes and touches it, and then she gets, like, Ouroboros into her own back, and it's...
Ew.
Yeah, and now she's here. The children hop and dance in madness. Into crazy back door! You gotta be careful, because when that just runs out, there's no warning, and then you die. Everybody's got a vendetta against fairies for some reasons. It's not nice. They also like to run around and pull pranks though, so people are probably sick of their shit.
One short.
And now you get to play the game called I already used to continue anyway.
Yes. I haven't played this game in a long... Well, I played it in 13 times. You know, during the last 5 seconds of Mika's spell card. Oops! Oh.
The lasers didn't hit me until the very end when they got real fucking close to my face.
this.
Yeah, and then after this will be a mid-boss who drops a 1-up.
Ah, yes, right.
The enemy bullet patterns remind me of UFO. Mine is to having to run around the whole fucking thing like it's UFO.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
I hate them. They throw the opposite colors talismans and they're big green balls with the same colors. They also have bamboo lasers because they're assholes. God, I hate them.
I like them. I don't like fighting them, but I like them.
They're not even real characters.
Unfortunately, no.
Neat.
I
I
could
heard
have
it
done
pop.
it again, but no, I pressed the bomb button that time because I didn't think it was gonna pop.
Oh. Yeah, you're kind of just... Wow.
Well,
Alright then. It's so loud.
oh no. Oh no, never mind, I got it. Well, I figured it out. Where is this? It's all dark and boring in here.
What the? Is that the fairy from earlier? Wow, guess that means she won against the Jizo girl back there, huh? What a surprise.
Who are you? Why do you know who I am?
Huh? Was I just imagining that we met earlier? Oh my, you're such a scatterbrain. Like, literally, what are we going to do with a fairy? Come on. I mean, I was expecting the Magic Jizo, what's her name, to get chosen. Looks like we have an unforeseen outcome on our hands.
What are you two babbling about? I'm always ready to rumble, you know.
Unexpected stuff is the best spice of life. Oh my, my, my. That attitude is what always lands you up the creek, you know? Aw, oh, come on, an unforeseen fairy got chosen. Isn't that okay too? If she has the power to back it up, of course. Which means it's time for a test. Show us what you're really made of.
Okay, who's gonna fight me first? Decide quick.
Unexpected stuff is the best spice of life. Don't you think so too? Be overjoyed, oh little warrior tribesman. Your opponent shall be both of us at once.
Nice.
Cheaters. Yes. Yes, just dodge. Dodge all, don't.
I wanna kill them both.
No, you're not. You're gonna kill the green one.
Yeah, you know,
Here's the lasers. This is column dodging. It's, who had one like this before? Was it Silico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silico's was different because you actually couldn't go side to side.
You had to go up it, yeah, because it was more condensed. Cannot. Yeah! I'm gonna hop! I'm gonna have a mental block on this shit.
Can't, man. I don't do any damage.
Behind you.
Joke's on you, I can't look behind me.
I think I captured this one, but I think I hate it. Yeah, you just kind of do a little circle, I guess, down the middle. Well, I wonder who you're shooting down first. Is it possible to shoot down the one in the back? I guess if they move in a certain way. But I think it's the same spell card no matter who dies anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Just pop. There we go.
Behind Festival. I actually didn't think this one was as bad as some of the earlier shit they did.
That didn't do much. Okay, there we go.
Now the last one. Tengu Oroshi. Not as bad as you think, honestly.
I mean, as long as you just get in place.
You touch the tail of the laser. Why is Cherno's bomb ridiculously strong?
Because she's the strongest.
died again.
I know what I just did. You still want to go?
Yeah, that ought to be quite fine.
I like how they're not injured.
My, that was actually alright. By fairy standards, however.
I like how without the subtitles, you'd never know if she was saying my or my.
Sorry, but you don't pass.
What? Are you making fun of me?
In the end, you were only fighting with the power that we gave you. Your original power is hardly worth noting.
Why are you two babbling about now? I won, didn't I? Plain as day.
The thing is, that this was a test. You're only being strengthened by our powers right now. We were just pretending to put up a fight so that we could gauge your original strength.
Quit messing with me! Are you two saying you did something to my power? Aha! Now I see. The truth is that I'm even more powerful than this.
Sorry, hang on a second. Uh-huh? Understood. What was that? Did Master give us a call? Yes, she summoned us. We're probably in for a scolding. Blech, this is the worst.
She said to hang on for 1 second, but they just up and left. What am I supposed to do now? Plus, those two kind of seemed like they weren't even paying attention to me. Perfect! This means I have a free pass to smash this place up.
That is not what that means.
I mean, who's gonna stop her?
Alright, now the wacky one.
Let it pop. Just pop it. Please!
Nope. Pew, pew, pew.
God damn it.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die. Now you deal with this. But you have to deal with it forever. Several DLC packs are now in English. Oh, really? Well, I already bought them, so I have them anyway. Is Sanai stuff translated? Wonder why they waited so long to release them.
I am still not invincible. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm invincible. I am the strongest.
One of them died. How the hell do you even go and get that?
Like that. Where did those two weirdos run off to anyway? Aside from that though, this place is so dark and boring. I'm gonna leave.
What are you doing here? What on earth are those two layabouts doing? There's some weird fairy wandering around in here.
Mom, there's a weird fucking fairy. Who the heck are you? You seem real strong. Come on, do battle with me. We'll fight for the title of the strongest.
Have you not noticed yet? Even if you're a fairy, if you run rampant any more than this, you won't be able to hold yourself together. Look, your skin is browning as we speak. Isn't that proof enough?
What? This is just a tan. It's a summer of Medal of Honor.
You are mistaken. The effects of your supercharged rampage are merely spreading to your appearance. You should get out of here before your sense of self completely breaks down. I'll tell those two to deactivate the power at your back that they granted. Your strength will safely weaken, and your skin should soon return to normal.
What do you mean, power at my back?
That seasoned weaponry I've been following around, see?
No, I don't. I used it all.
Without its influence, your power would have been a mere shadow of what it is right now.
What? This is my power. You're just scared of the strongest fighter around, aren't you? Come on, let's just have a little fight.
I'm the one keeping your power in check right now. A fight between the two of us would be the very height of foolishness. But, alright, I'm interested in the power of fairies too. It might not be so bad to choose a fairy for my subordinate once in a while. Of course, that's only if you prove your power to be worthy. Unleash your power to its fullest strength. And then show me the know of darkness that a fairy dances. Yeah, Cherno is literally internally overheating. That is the lore behind Tan Cherno.
Not only is this as colorful as Mailings, but it just reminds me of Mailings.
Well, Mailings is a rainbow. This is season colored.
Close enough.
4 versus 7.
Close enough. It's only missing like half. So pretty.
Oh, so you his backside. Apollo reflection mirror.
God fucking damn it.
You also have to deal with the
God
blazes behind you.
Fucking damn it.
Alright, now you deal with the summer.
This is just old extra stage cooldown.
Yep.
You think I haven't done this before, old lady?
Much like old extra stage cooldowns, Hubris always gets you clipped by one.
Yep.
Alright, I didn't know how to do this one. I don't know what happens. Well, you're most certainly fucked if you stay there, but I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do after that.
I don't know either. I've got an idea. Oh my god.
Alright, well, that worked for one thing.
I just wanted to do that.
And this is a kind of a wiener version of Border Wave and Particle, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, no, seems fine actually. It looked worse when he did it.
This one I don't really have a good grasp on because I only had to dodge it once. So I think they're aimed at you when they fall down, so you want to start at the end, not in the middle of her. Yeah, they're aimed at you. Yep.
I tried to bomb.
So it seems like you want to take
I honestly
them...
forgot they came back.
You need to take them... You want to direct them against the wall and stream back to the center. You only have to do like 1 or 2 actual dodging. And then this is
Something.
You don't have to do it like that. You can follow it like this, but you need to start on like the far end of the screen, not the center, or you're gonna get pinned against the wall. Unless you want to do that, which I don't really want to do.
I remember to it. It's definitely still spooky, but delicious. Delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not as big as they look, but they're still bullets.
Alright, and that's spring. So this one
Oh,
was
this is the one that's done.
yeah, you need to
No.
start it on the farthest end possible and then follow it and shoot her as you're passing through it.
Got it.
Alright then. And April Wizard. Did I capture this one?
I think you bet. I don't remember. I think you might have actually.
I think I just did a lot of very tight dodging in the middle. Yeah, I didn't really move the center spot. Seems pretty luck-based whether or not that works though, so I don't encourage it. Maybe there's a better method of working.
I'm doing nothing. I'm doing no type of damage to her.
That didn't do shit.
I'm doing no type of damage.
Yeah, it seems you can kind of just stay under her center, as long as you have good reaction. I don't know if that's a proper way to handle it.
She took my sub-speed.
Now she's taking it. Alright, here's your final.
Alright, I have to do
So,
something.
you need to... Oh, I see.
You know what I love? Bosses that move around.
But she always goes back to the center. So she's basically just going to do that pattern and add more bullets to it each time. Well, it still hits her.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Turns out she had a bomb shield on.
Okay. Well, it makes sense. It's just you have to do it for a while. It's probably going to get fucking awful.
Well, there's another layer of stuff. So,
I don't think that's as bad as the winter one where I got hit by giant balls.
Perhaps.
However, the little missiles are kind of annoying. He's dead again.
Full power. 0.
Alright, now it's cock.
A little bit. Yeah, Lupe! She shoots fucking rice bullets. Like actual rice bullets.
Those aren't rice bullets, they're suppository bullets. They're racing bullets.
They're equally as terrible and I hate them.
I wouldn't say they're equally as terrible at all.
I hate them. Fight me. Alright. Kieran got bodied.
You didn't actually win the fight, even if you beat it. She just kicks you out of the door. Okay, I bet the game crashed. Time to find out.
Oh, it just paused.
Alright.
Cancel this moratorium.
Dun dun dun.
Not really sure where this is.
Cherno is having a great time, and she doesn't know what's going on at all, and she's still a little bit tan, and she thinks she's the best, and she's clueless as to what actually happened.
For the nth time.
Yeah, so she literally just redoes the events of the game, the start of the idiot loop world, until she gets a good ending. She'll just keep doing that.
Well,
all right, time to try again. Maybe I can handle it this time.
Change places.
As I said, Chad, it goes back to a traditional format, which includes the old-timey difficulty you all love. Okay.
Old-timey difficulty, except I don't know how to do it this time, so I hate it.
Yeah, look at the size of Rainbow's beat stick.
Yeah, it just gets bigger with every game.
It's fucking massive. It received a power boost when she killed the fortune teller.
You'd be fine with without an umbrella. So, what are you doing now?
I'm gonna go with summer.
I can't say I recommend it. Longer than Sephiroth's sword. What did you do?
I realized why I don't want to put that button where I put it.
Oh yeah, right. You want your bomb button to be your bomb button.
There we go.
I mean, people already made the meme where it's they replaced Sephiroth with Reimu impaling Mario.
Shit's green now, which means I can't see it on this stage, but it's only stage 1, so it doesn't matter that much.
What's your sub-season? Well, I mean to say what's yours do. No Aya? Oh, I might pick Aya, I don't know. I don't know if I'll pick Cherno.
I am Reimu.
You've got homing bullets and bullets that go wherever the fuck they want to.
The homing bullets are whack as shit.
You don't need the summer shot type. Well, yeah, you don't need that when you just have homing anyway. You don't need a spread shot.
Andrew, do you see how these homing bullets work?
Alright, never mind. A spread shot seems nice right about now. Mario is clearly a yokai of some sort. He's the yokai of spaghetti.
He's dodged death at the hands of these fucking new characters like 7 times, dude. Pretty sure Ridley straight up killed him though.
Sephiroth missed on purpose. You really think Sephiroth could or would feasibly miss that?
He signed a contract.
I don't think Ridley signed that contract because Mega Man died too.
Well, he can die. He can just be rebuilt.
I also like the
Luigi died.
Yeah, Luigi got killed by death.
He got his soul reaped.
I like the comparison that people made with Ridley and Sephiroth's trailer, where both Samus and Cloud knew who it was and were just like, oh man.
Why are you here, Sephiroth? Leave me alone.
Now who wants to make the comic where Cloud introduces Sephiroth and explains that he killed his parents? You know, like Ridley did to Samus.
Dun 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 dun. Sephiroth is not a very good person.
He was alright until he found out his birth.
Yeah, why did he go crazy like that?
Because he found out what he was.
Did he go insane, or is he just like, oh shit, I'm actually the most powerful being on the planet?
No, he went insane.
Oh, he went insane.
Yeah, okay. He should have listened to Mewtwo. The circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It's what one does with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Oh, I almost got hit.
Chat, that means that since Mewtwo and Sephiroth can be in the same room, he can finally tell him that. So yours only uses one, but it does use a little. It just makes a little one where you are.
Which is all I need.
Yeah, he just went insane. He wasn't a bad guy before. Nibelheim changed him because Cloud killed Sephiroth's parents. No, Sephiroth killed Cloud's parents and kind of burned his village to the ground.
Didn't Cloud kill Sephiroth in the past by stabbing him, and then he came back and he's like, "No, you're supposed to be dead."
That might have been the plot of Advent Children. I don't know though.
I thought he stabbed him in Nibelheim.
Oh yeah, I guess that did happen. Yeah.
Cloud repressed the memories because he thought he was.
No, because
he thought he was Zack, but
yeah.
Zack was actually.
Yeah, that was
him.
Zack that did that. Spoilers for Crisis.
No. But Cloud was the one who stabbed him, right? But Zack was the one who was actually with him as a soldier in that mission, and Cloud was just an actual regular soldier at the time.
Well, you got to remember that the way those memories play out in FF7 is Cloud putting himself in Zack's position.
I know.
Cloud was there, but he's.
Yeah, he was just a soldier.
Yeah. He wasn't first class. He was just soldier.
Alright. Wonder how they're gonna handle all that shit in the remake.
Don't know. I've heard some things are different, and I don't know how they're gonna work with it.
They changed the ending of Crisis Core.
Yeah, they really did.
Wonder what they're gonna do with it. I'm interested, but I know no matter what they do, someone's gonna be mad about it.
A lot of people are gonna be mad about it for no other reason than that it's not the same as it was in FF7.
Yeah, they want a direct one-for-one remake of 7, and if it's not that, then it's bad. But then if it is that, then it's uninspired.
Chat, you ever think about how Final Fantasy VII is so good that Disc 1 almost won Game of the Year?
Yeah. Yeah, how about that?
I mean, obviously the remake stretched out a lot of things and fleshed it out way more, but
it made it a full price, full-time game.
Yeah. But yeah, that game only covers Disc 1.
The whole Midgar arc, yeah. Red 13 like works as a character, but he's not playable.
Red 13?
Yeah, he's at the end of it, but you can't like change
because
him.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't appear until the end of that, huh?
Yeah, but he doesn't move around on the field and stuff.
Cloud himself did indeed stab Sephiroth at Nibelheim and threw him into the live stream.
That wasn't Cloud?
That was Cloud.
That was Cloud, okay. How did Sephiroth survive that?
Because he's fucking Sephiroth, man. I like how he only has 1 HP at the very end for an attack that does like 5 digits of damage.
Omni Slash does a million.
I like the part where Vinny couldn't do that because I think he had some kind of counterattack materia on, so he killed Sephiroth with an automatic counter.
Yeah, he didn't Omni Slash him.
No. He was making a big deal out of it too, and then Sephiroth just died. Anyone remember those weird JRPGs with local Vista play the full game? Yeah, I played through FF8.
I played RE4 on GameCube.
Right, RE games had multiple discs too, huh?
Some of them, I don't remember how many did, but I know RE4 did on GameCube at least. It was just the island portion.
Yeah. No Final Fantasy 13 had 4 discs. FF8 also had 4 discs, but the game itself was only like 3 long, and the 4th one was just like a bonus thing that you could do after you beat the game. But I don't know what it was, and I didn't care about it, so I didn't do it. He survived the live stream and got crystallized. Right, that's what happened.
He got crystallized. How do you get uncrystallized?
Right, because the Sephiroths that appear throughout FF7 are actually just weird Genova creatures and not the real Sephiroth.
What?
Yeah. Like the Genova you fight before One-Winged Angel Sephiroth?
No.
That's the one that was at Nibelheim.
So the real Sephiroth is dead, and it's just a bunch of
yes,
clones?
but no. Yes, but no.
What?
Dude, you're asking me to explain the plot of a game I haven't played. That's fucking confusing.
So the real Sephiroth died, but because he fell into he fell into the live stream, Genova could recreate him.
No, he recreated himself with Genova cells, basically, I guess. Chat, someone please feel free to correct me as I'm going on, because I don't actually really know what I'm talking about. If anyone can correct me, please feel free to.
I'm so confused.
Oh, is that his classic mode portrait? Is him crystallized? Well, if we saw that, we might have more context. The crystallized Sephiroth uses Jenova as a substitute in his image. Okay, that's it.
So, is the crystallized Sephiroth the one you fight in Northern Crater at the end of the game?
That's the real Sephiroth because that's the one you kill, I'm pretty sure.
So like, he turns into that form with all the accumulated life energy, but then he has like an avatar that does everything for him.
So like, you know the boss fight where Jenova, the song, actually plays?
Yeah, it's when you fight Jenova.
Yeah, that was the Sephiroth that was at Nibelheim.
What? What? They pulled him out of the earth?
I guess? I think? Chat, please feel free to correct me if I'm getting this stuff wrong.
I'm so confused I got hit.
Cloud did not kill Sephiroth's parent. Sephiroth's parent was Jenova, and that's why he went insane.
Well, I didn't say Cloud killed his parents. Sephiroth killed Cloud's parents.
Yeah,
Sephiroth set Nibelheim on fire and orphaned both Cloud and Tifa.
Yeah, pretty fucked up. Use his consciousness to manipulate other Jenova-modified people. Huh. Yeah, even for people that played it, it's confusing. You know what's crazy? Is that it's not even just FF7. Fucking Final Fantasy games have that confusing-ass plot since Final Fantasy 1.
That's not a real Final Fantasy game.
Yes, it is. You want to know the plot? Chat, who wants to know the plot to Final Fantasy 1?
It's not a real Final Fantasy game.
Let me tell you. So the game starts, right?
It's not real.
So Final Fantasy 1, you got the 4 Heroes of Light. There are 4 party members that you get to pick. The game starts, and you go the evil knight Garland, who wasn't really evil until recently, I guess, kidnapped the princess. So you gotta go to the Temple of Fiends to kill him. So you do that, and then the king's like, so you do that, and then you go on your actual quest where you have to go around the world and defeat the 4 fiends to restore the 4 crystals that represent the elements. And then when you do that, the 4 crystals all like light up and basically point you back to the Temple of Fiends for you to go back 2,000 years, where it's revealed that Garland, when you killed Garland at the beginning of the game, what actually happened was the 4 fiends sent him back in time 2,000 years to become Chaos himself, so that he can resurrect the fiends in the past, creating a time loop. And your job is to basically break that time loop and create and make the prophecy self-fulfilling.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the plot of Final Fantasy 1. When you killed Garland, he actually gets sent back 2,000 years into the past to become Chaos incarnate and revive the 4 fiends in the past so that they can be there in the present to send him back in time to revive them. Please don't ask me how that works. That's just how it be.
You're playing dumbass video games.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. You know what's crazy? Since you stopped the time loop 2,000 years in the past, that means that no one will ever know what you did because the prophecy that foretold it was self-fulfilling because it happened 2,000 years ago. You actually knew the plot of FF1? Good for you, because Lord knows a lot of people don't.
You see, I kept messing the button to activate the release and it wouldn't come out. No idea what you're supposed to do on that one at all.
Well. So yeah, chat, that's how Final Fantasy started. Time loops.
Time paradoxes, all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah. Garland gets sent back 2,000 years so that he can become Chaos and revive the fiends in the past so that they can be there in the future to, or I guess the present rather, so that they can send him back. But then you break the time loop by going back in time and killing him as Chaos before he does that.
That's so dumb.
It is dumb. You know what's also dumb? In the NES original, like Chaos and any of the bosses didn't have unique themes. So the theme that plays during the final fight is just the regular battle theme.
That's lame.
It is pretty lame. Although Chaos himself does look pretty cool. Yeah, that was quite a way to start the fucking series, huh? And then Final Fantasy 2 happened, and that game is bad.
I thought Final Fantasy 1 was pretty bad, too.
Well, it is if you're playing the original. If I could describe Final Fantasy 1, is that it's just an RPG.
How the fuck did that game, like, save Square, though, right?
I don't know. I mean, it's not... I mean, I played the GBA version. It's not a bad game. Well, the GBA version is a really bad game. The NES original is actual cock. Because they decided to make a mechanic where if you attack an enemy that's already dead, then the attack is ineffective, which is great when you don't fucking know what the turn order is gonna be.
Why don't they just die?
Well, they die, but since what happens is that one of your party members has killed the enemy, but the other ones apparently haven't noticed yet, so they just swing at the air where he used to be.
Oh, but there was no target level shit.
There was no there was no target. Which would be great if you could, you know, map out the turn order, but since that shit's, like, random, fuck that. You can make a team of 4 cute black mages. I wouldn't call Vivi cute. I mean, he's not cute. Just don't make a team of 4 white mages. I don't think that's possible. Yeah, FF1 just sold really well. I'm not really sure why it sold really well. I guess it was good compared to what they had.
Revolutionary at the time, maybe?
Probably. I mean, the plot certainly was.
Then you got FF7, the big one.
The best video game ever made. And then it was followed up by FF8.
Yeah.
I like FF8. I like Final Fantasy VIII, chat.
Yeah. What a follow-up.
You know what? That's a good way to put it. 4 white mages is basically Final Fantasy 1 Kaizo.
You know what I find funny is that whenever anyone says Final Fantasy VII is a good game, there's always someone who will tell you that you're wrong. Final Fantasy VII is overrated, and you should go play their favorite Final Fantasy, aka the best Final Fantasy, because everyone knows their opinion is factually correct.
I mean, Sephiroth's release got me to re-download FF7 on Switch.
You know FF7 is a very popular game because it's good.
Yeah.
And so Square is a company, so when a company sees that a product is very well received, well, guess what happens? Moo, motherfucker! We milking that cow! But then, you literally can't have anything. Final Fantasy VII fans can't have anything, because Final Fantasy, whatever game you want to mention here, didn't get something as well. I hate that Final Fantasy gets representation through Final Fantasy VII and not my favorite game. Okay.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
You know, it's funny, they kind of did give FF1 representation because the Black Mage would become a named character in Final Fantasy IX.
Isn't Garland in Dissidia as well?
Yeah.
Isn't he, like, really cool?
I've heard he's a very unga-bunga character.
Yeah, I've been told that as well. Yeah, this one's bullshit.
I don't like this one. But yeah, no, Vivi from Final Fantasy IX is literally just the FF1 Black Mage. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about the confusing naming schemes of early Final Fantasy.
Bullshit.
Let's not forget about the way Final Fantasy games before 7 were named because of how they were released. Final Fantasy 1 was released, and then Final Fantasy 2 and 3 were only released in Japan, so when Final Fantasy 4 was made for the SNES and they released it over here, that became Final Fantasy 2. And then Final Fantasy 5 only came out in Japan, and then when FF6 came out, that was Final Fantasy 3. And then we all got Final Fantasy 7.
Scooped it. Oh well.
Stand in the middle. I don't know if I just got lucky or what, but the middle is usually pretty damn safe.
Feels like Junko.
Kind of. Yeah, 14 is the MMO. My favorite thing My favorite thing about 14 is how the original release was so bad that they destroyed it and worked it into the lore.
Well, I mean, Mortal Kombat did that too.
Did they?
Armageddon was so bad that when they came out with Mortal Kombat on just Mortal Kombat on the Xbox, they were like, here's the story. Armageddon happened and everyone died, so Raiden went back in time to fix it. So
oh,
yeah,
that's what that's based off.
Armageddon is a terrible game. It was like, here's every Mortal Kombat character, and then they had like the most shallow move pools, shallow gameplay, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it was pretty whack.
It was funny how one of the best dodging methods in the game was just lying on your back.
True, FF6 had the clown antagonist.
Kefka.
Yeah, good old Kefka.
Did you know that's where the creepypasta laugh comes from?
I don't know what creepypasta laugh.
You ever seen Sonic.exe?
Oh, yeah.
That laugh is Kefka's laugh.
Yeah, that's Kefka's laugh.
I didn't know that. I heard on Vinny's stream. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's...
I recognize that dumb noise.
Yeah. Square has used that laugh as a few Easter eggs in the other
Apparently, Kefka is regarded as one of the best villains in Final Fantasy
He's
history.
pretty fucked up. He's not a good dude.
Oh yeah, no, he's gone. His backstory is well, a bit of his backstory anyway is located at some random fucking NPC in a bar who's like, we infused Kefka with prototype Magica, and he could not handle it. His mind snapped. It's like, oh, thanks, random NPC, for that very critical information about the main antagonist of the game.
Thanks, bro.
So yeah, he like snapped. So he's insane because of a failed experiment, not just because he's inherently an evil asshole. What you mean?
Why did they give him a government position?
Because he works for the Emperor, and the Emperor is evil, bad.
I guess that is usually that's kind of the case in some of these old RPGs. Save the kingdom from the evil kingdom.
I want to press release.
The laugh was also part of Dancing Mad, the best song in the franchise. Mad dancing, you say?
Summer doesn't last long enough to get anything extra from it, but it's a good to get me out of here. It's a card.
No matter how evil you are, if you do good work, you get rewarded. I guess that's how it works.
Well,
in
the
Final
Emperor
Fantasy.
is not a very good person, right? Isn't the Emperor like a jackass?
I think Kefka's even worse than him, though.
Well, yeah, because Kefka fucking poisoned the water supply.
Yeah, it wasn't. He's not a good dude.
He killed Sign's entire kingdom. Well, almost. Killed his wife and son and his king, all by poisoning the water. And Sion was like, holy fucking shit, dude, what's wrong with you? So he swore revenge. I only know so much because I'm watching Vinny play it, but it's hard.
Play the game myself.
It's hard to pay attention to it because it feels like shit's just happening, and then suddenly we're at this place, and then we're at this place. He spent like an hour trying to find a stray cat to give a move to a character he's not going to use.
Great. Chad, I don't want to talk about Final Fantasy VIII Plus because I played the game and I don't even know what the fuck happened.
Hey, don't lose the hole in your face.
Why'd you get 2 bomb pieces in that?
Because I didn't use anything and they both dropped one.
I didn't know that.
I got
Just know
scared
that
when you
Final
said it though.
Final Fantasy VIII involves time travel, and that's all you need to know.
Failed assassination plot.
Yeah, and
There's a hole in my face, Morty!
Squall is Deog, or is he? Bro, I thought that says broadleaf sign. I swear to God, I thought it said breadloaf sign. Rising yeast. FF8 has time plot? Unfortunately, yes. You go back in time and fight an evil witch who pronounces everything with a K.
What?
Like she says curse all seas, but it's curse with a K.
Oh, she wants like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Also, you get to name Squall's lion pendant for some reason, and it becomes the final boss. And it's used in dialogue, so you can make the final boss of the game say that she will junction herself onto Poopy Butt. And I think that's hilarious.
It's so dumb. Oh, that's dumb too.
I do like Squall, though. He's just emo baby, and I'm about that.
He has a cool but very dumb weapon.
Gunblade, the clearly practical weapon of the future.
Game has some great music though.
And then there are 2 characters that hang around Cypher who are for some reason named after the Thunder and Moon God.
Food and Rising?
Yeah. That's literally just their names.
I like Man with the Machine Gun.
That's a good song. I don't think I like it as much as everyone else seems to, but it's a damn good song. Personally, I'm a fan of water and water and water.
Water and water and water.
I don't know why. I don't know why someone presumably saw that image.
Why does it work?
That's what you say whenever you hear a mashup, is why does it work? I don't know why someone saw that image and was like, yo, I know what I can do with this.
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Oh my god.
Water and water and water, water, water.
I want to know why that image exists. What store has water and water and water water in one of the aisles? It's just, it's like soup. Instead of being at soup, though, they're at water. Somewhat, yeah, there's an image of, like, you know those signs they have in grocery stores that tell you what's in an aisle? There's an image of one of those that just says water and water and water, water. And someone decided to just make that a remix to the Final Fantasy VIII battle theme.
Yeah. There's no other explanation I can give you.
There's no other way to explain that. Water and water and water, water. Have you continued yet?
No.
Damn, I haven't even been paying attention. You just been...
Well, you got me killed by explaining Sephiroth Nibelheim bullshit against Lily White. So I got fucking hit by her. And I got memed on by Bullet Golem because it's an absolutely terrible fucking spell card.
Can you post a link to it?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
as long as it's the correct version. He made a full version.
Oh, God. Like, that remix is like something you'd see from, like, Silva Gunner, but it's not a Silva Gunner song.
Yeah, if it was, it wouldn't be on YouTube anymore. Oh!
Can't say that. Alright,
I can, I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, I probably didn't do that sooner, honestly. I would have been scared. You know what's funny? Is if you weren't gonna do it, I was gonna use this combination next.
Good combination.
It seems like it. Silva Gunner is the guy who uploads the meme songs. But you don't know they're meme songs until you click on them. This gives me mad Junko flashbacks because it doesn't look possible.
I don't understand how to do it, but I can get through it like that.
I tend to forget that Cherno is summer and not winter in this game.
Yeah, me too.
Like, you just assume because ice, but no, Cherno is the exact opposite of what you think she is in this game.
Oh, that's a bit scary.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get through that, honestly.
I should have released barriers instead, though.
Gotta love being able to pseudo bomb and still get the spell card bonus. Yeah, I missed the cherry borders too.
Well, if you use that, it failed the bonus.
I guess that's true. Perfect summer ice. That's just called a snow cone.
Okay, good thing she went down there.
This is the only time a character uses black bullets.
Well, because you can't fucking see them otherwise, but they become lit up when they get close.
Trying to sell water-flavored shaved ice. I don't, but I would hope I believe you. Is that a thing that happened in the written works?
Water-flavored shaved ice?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything like that.
I mean, I believe it's something she tried to do.
So yeah, here's how you do this one.
Well,
I bombed because I wanted the piece and if my position was bad.
Someone else remembers that happening, so I guess it happened. Sengetsu save, probably?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, if Rumi ever came back, she could use dark bullets.
It's not about who can use them, it's about would you even like to deal with something like that.
The real question is, why didn't Junko use them?
Well, because her Danmaku is simple. That's why it's just normal, very plain Danmaku. Complete with its plain patterns as well.
Take your sub-Caesar from me.
Hey man, that's
not
mine!
Cool.
Look at that back!
Oh god, yeah, you gotta deal with the big ice chunks.
You become bigger!
Made in perfect summer ice. It's on the wiki, Oriental Sacred Place.
Moriono Sacred Place is the first Sengetsusei? Or the second one? I can't remember the Sengetsusei names except for Visionaries. I just remember them as Sengetsusei 1 through 4. Or 1 through 3 and then Visionaries. Because the word Visionaries is a lot, very, very easy to remember.
It is very easy to remember.
She moves around a lot.
Yeah, she does. I don't like it. Especially when you basically are stuck with a knot laser. It's like ass.
I can't tell if those big ones are homed in on me. I think she also has a bomb shield.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too last time. She might.
Yeah, no, this is, stupid.
I don't like this. I really don't. Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah,
she
it's a bomb shield.
Well, air quotes bomb shield. She just kind of didn't take damage.
You want me to misdirect all of that while also dodging it?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. You're doing it.
But it's random.
Dumb RNG bonus.
It's random and she moves in a big circle like this.
I don't tell you what to do, but I'm a little scared that you're gonna go another 2 lives here. This is really fucking hard.
Andrew, I'm about to time out the fucking thing because I can't hit her.
Oh. Well. Shit. I didn't. You don't usually time out final spells.
What a dumb spell.
You were there for 2 minutes. Hey, you got a life.
Cool. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know, but wow.
There's the shrine.
That was fucking dumb. How did I time out a 99-second spell like that? What a mess. Alright, yep. So, just talking about stuff. And now on as a friend. And talking to Rainbow like they've been knowing each other forever. And now she's telling her to, here's how you do the thing. So Rainbow's gonna get her chance to get a rematch. So this game's interesting because the extra stage directly picks up off the, what's a nice ending theme? The extra stage picks up directly off the end of the normal stage 6. However, since there's no ending per se in the extra stage, you only get it through the dialogue. So it's weird like that. So you get your ending, but then you get your actual resolution after. There you go, Chad. I fucking 1cc 16.
God,
Congratulations.
I have to do it.
I don't like that last. I don't like that last thing she did. It wasn't too bad at first, but I don't understand how you're supposed to chase
I hurt my back
her.
while playing with my son. Poor man.
I don't know how you're supposed to chase her around and hit her while also directing all the big bullets, because everything else is seemingly random. So you're misdirecting amongst 2 or 3 different attacks while also following her, moving around in a circle. The other 2 looked fine. They were messy for sure, but at least her movement was sensible. Splendid. Now you are a grown-up. Thanks, son.
Challenge the extra mode.
I don't know what her spring one looks like, but yeah, I don't like that summer one. I think summer is a good type to use for a beginner, because you don't need to think about aiming, and you also have you don't blow your entire load to block things. But I think that last spell card is, well, kind of there just to slap you in the face for using it, really. I don't like it. I don't know how to spell Uchiha.
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 I don't want to save my replay. Alright, your turn.
Yay!
The spring one is summer but flower shaped. Oh, so they're both awful then. Chat, which one's the worst one? Because I kind of hate that one, and I don't want to do it again. But yeah, this game does really go back to its old roots, and that it's not easy.
Alright.
It does have a very friendly mechanic, though, with the release barrier. But, holy shit. Game doesn't play around.
I'm gonna play as Winter Aya.
Supposedly Spring Final is the worst. Oh. Oh, well, I didn't have to do that, at least. The winter one didn't look too bad to me. You just kind of have to stay directly under her and dodge in an enclosed area. Still difficult, mind you, but...
Basically making this painful for myself at the expense of better bosses. At least that's the plan.
Are you sure?
That's the plan that I'm hoping for.
Chad, I did really well against the backup dancers this time around, and I'm not really sure how, because it feels like sometimes I play better when I'm not fully paying attention to what's going on the screen.
No, I feel you.
But at the same time, I got hit by Lily White because I was so baffled by Sephiroth lore. I was so confused by Sephiroth lore that I wasn't all there. But then at the same time, we're talking about fucking Garland or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Garland.
While I'm fighting Mayan Satono, and I'm just like doing their cooldown. Just handling their cooldown. Like it's, well, I wouldn't say like it's nothing. But I don't understand where my level of focus like comes from at all. Pay too much attention, you get hit, you feel bad. Pay not enough attention, you don't get hit, and you feel, what do you feel? I feel nothing. But I did it. I had 4 lives by the end. And to be honest with you, most of Okina's stuff makes sense to me. All her cooldowns make sense. I don't know how to do her summer spell card, but the release barrier made it so I didn't have to. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, explode. So above the forest and the foothills, it's midsummer, even though it was fall over at the mountain.
I have way too much power. Hey, you. Yes, you in the black over there. Are you enjoying this summer day? If you have nothing else to do, come cool off. Come cool me off with some of that stupid big fan of yours.
The seasons are strange, but the fairy's excitement certainly is too. You don't seem related to the incident, so without further ado, I'm gonna blow you into next week.
Woohoo! Let's fight! Let's fight! It's time for a midsummer war. A lunatic, one of those spells you'd rather time out than chase Okina. I timed that one out anyway, and I wasn't trying to. I'm sure every game is difficult on Lunatic, but not everyone's playing Lunatic difficulty until they become good at video games.
Aliens that are immune to bullshit.
I was able to clear normal, so that's good enough for me right now. I like the game though. I think it has good music. I like its mechanic personally, and as long as you don't completely fuck up, you can get a decent amount of lives. In fact, the way you get lives is tied pretty closely into the sub-season mechanic anyway, because of how it gets you points. I surrender!
I've gone and wasted my energy on something that had nothing to do with the incident. That said though, you're quite strong for a fairy.
I have way more power than I know what to do with. I feel like I could even become the god of the new world right now.
An insect fairy going berserk. Well, I suppose the summer heat just got to her. It doesn't seem big enough to write an article about. Let's continue gathering material on the abnormal weather.
Anyway, what was I saying? The sub-season mechanic is pretty much tied to getting one-ups and stuff anyway, because you use it to get through boss patterns without actually costing you your bonus. That's where most of your points come from, is spell card bonuses. Are the point values required in this game lower than they are in previous games? Or is the difficulty just different? Because like, PCB, Imperishable Night, and EOSD, all 3 of those have the same... Actually, no, that's wrong. Mountain of Faith and EOSD are score-based.
Yeah.
Those 2 are score-based. Do those require more point values, or is it the same amount, but just the way they work inherently is different? Because in Mountain of Faith, you get the faith gauge, which increases the value of point items you collect, which increase the points you get. And then in EOSD, well, there's only like 2 things to grab, power and point item. Mountain of Faith gave a life every 20 million points. Well, what's interesting about that is that usually we get a 1-up in stage 2.
A lot of points, I guess.
Yeah, and you haven't even gotten the first one yet. So I'm guessing because of the way the faith counter works, you end up accumulating more points through just raw gameplay than you would by clearing spell card bonuses
also give you
here.
the majority of your points anyway.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that's how you get them here. But there's nothing really else to get points in big droves aside from spell card captures and bonuses. Yeah, so that's what that one does. It creates a shield in the area you use it in and it doesn't go away for a little bit. You get quite a few lives at the start. The requirement keeps doubling unless you get a lot of grays. You get standard amount of lives. EOSD was 100 million. Yeah, your first one came from stage 3. Mailing and Sakuya dropped a 1-up. But the thing is, you could also start with multiple lives, so that's why it felt better. What?
True.
What's a tango like you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. We made an agreement.
Whoops. Please excuse me. This was your territory, yes?
If you're saying you came in here already knowing that, we're gonna have a problem.
I came here to do a bit of journalism. This spot appears to be the exact center of the fall area, so I would greatly appreciate it if I could ask you a few questions.
This mountain doesn't belong to you Tengu, you know. So that's your way of doing things, huh? Deciding all by yourselves to scrap our non-aggression treaty? In that case, I'll give you a warm welcome with my way of doing things. A Yamamba's way, that is. You could already get your first 1-up at Chirno.
I want to restart.
Alright then. Did you? I thought... Usually I get my first 1-up at Mailing right around the point where she drops one anyway, so I double up. Unless I get 2 1-ups and I'm just not paying attention to that.
Mulligan.
You lost 1 life on stage 2 and that's... You gotta redo the whole thing.
I don't want to hold that L. It's gonna haunt me.
Can't remember, it's been a while since I played EOSD. But I seem to recall always getting the score-based 1-up at Mailing stage, alongside her dropping a 1-up too.
I think if you did good enough, you could get it, like, at the end of stage 2. Like, I mean, like, at the end score bonus, basically.
Well, grazing affects your multiplier and stuff, so you always want to graze bullets, I guess. It's weird, because I think a score-based system for 1-ups is one you don't actually have to pay that much attention to, but at the same time, there are many ways you can play the game to improve it. Like just leaving the 1-ups alone to score means that just by playing the game, you'll eventually hit your total. You may not hit it as fast as you optimally can, but you will still hit it. But with life pieces and stuff, you have to actively go around the screen and collect them to make them. So it's a bit more of an involved process. Not to say score isn't involved, but I just mean that it's constantly going up no matter what. So even if you aren't actively trying to go for the highest scores, you will eventually accumulate a 1-up by accident, at the very least. Life pieces can be a hassle depending on the game.
Yeah.
I don't like 10 Desires' way of doing it, because 10 Desires has the boss explode, and there's one life and 1 bomb piece in the explosion, and it's somewhere around their body. So you have to run up and like loop around them to collect everything and hope they don't start their spell card, or you get hit by their fucking hitbox. Because if you touch them during that period of time, you lose a 1-up. And 10 Desires does not like giving you 1-up, so losing a 1-up to a boss hitbox while trying to grab life pieces just feels really bad. 1 point item gives a lot of points if grabbed up high. Later games made that a lot easier due to the collection line, but in the older games you needed to actually go for them. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Some games have point value items to be determined by how high up on the screen you collect them. I'm pretty sure it was in PCB. It always, whenever you had Supernatural Border active, it always gave you the highest value possible for a point item. But that's something that's easy to like not pay attention to. It's still there. When you actually look at the way the scoring system works for these games, there's quite a lot of things that go into it for optimizing good scores. So score runs become very interesting to watch, just if you know how the mechanics work. But from a casual perspective, personally, I'd rather watch someone just beat the game without getting hit or using a bomb, rather than watching someone beat the game to get as much score as possible. And that's a casual perspective on that. Because if you don't really know what they're supposed to be doing to accumulate that score, you won't really think it's as impressive as them just not getting hit or bombing ever. Because I'm pretty sure in Mountain of Faith, like, a majority of the stage is them bombing for additional score. Pretty sure Momiji, the entire Momiji section in a score run is just you press bomb like twice to get through her, and you get
I mean, that's just what I do anyway.
yeah. Like top of the screen bombing. It's definitely difficult, but it's just, I think people would find it more captivating to watch you do that kind of thing without getting hit or without using a bomb, rather than going for the maximum score possible. That's all.
I think in those certain scenarios, yeah.
Also gave you 50,000 points of base, and you can get like 500,000 points per point item in PCP. Bombing and preserving point items so you don't get screwed over by a lack of enemy spawns. Sometimes multipliers go down over time when there's no enemies on screen. There's the communications gauge, and the faith gauge, and the yokai gauge, and every fucking gauge that's in these games. God, you want to talk about weird-ass mechanics? The communications gauge from 11. That shit is so weird. Oh, right, the mid-boss just... There you go.
Yeah. I got clipped.
Thank you for the raid, Oxy.
I fucking despise this boss. I despise the cooldown when I can't reach it.
This is only the second boost.
And I'm not
Boost!
for the rest of it.
And thank you for the resub, Oxy.
Oh, she's dead.
Well. Goodbye.
Black power. Hardly need. I can't get to her. I'm gonna time her out again because I can't get near her.
You picked the condensed shot with condensed shot sub-weapon.
Yeah.
So you can't hit anything unless you're directly under them.
Yes.
Alright then.
That was the plan. However, the plan involved also being under them in those positions.
That wasn't part of the plan!
No, it was part of mine.
Still worried I'm gonna get hit by this one.
I probably will eventually.
I wouldn't call this melting the boss.
Well, if I had more kill power. Let's pause for a moment. I bear no ill will of any kind towards you. We respect the independent and naturalistic way of life that Yambana follows.
Yamamba.
Yamamba. I simply came here because I wish to ask you a few questions.
Ha ha ha, you Tengu sure are a crafty lot after all. You come in and threaten someone with force, and then you have the gall to say, I just want to ask some questions. I like you. I'll accept any interview or whatever you've got.
Thank you ever so much. I knew all along that your species is actually quite friendly.
So, what's this interview about?
Have you noticed anything in particular about this year's fall?
Is there something going on? That Aya face is like a few good distortions away from being Kimimaru. Aya's definitely faster, because Aya's whole thing is that she's speed.
She is indeed speed.
She's the fastest playable character in the series. And then when you give her when you put her on the Rain Moon in 11, she goes even faster. It's like, oh! The thing is, you can kind of control her speed with the way the camera mechanics work in the shooting, the quick picture games. Careful.
Right.
It's like, she basically goes really fast, and she goes like unfocused speed and focus, and then she moves super slow while charging the camera. So there's 3 different speeds. You can go fast, way too fast, and not fast enough. And I hate that because any spell card that is faster than Aya's unfocused speed is automatically a piss off to dodge because I can't get away from it. But we are in a situation, Bart.
No! I wanted to bomb, for fuck's sake. Why do we always die here?
Who's we?
I died here twice too.
Yeah, I know. I died to Lily though. And I blame Sephiroth for my death.
Oh, she's dead.
No, she's the strongest.
No, she's
Lily,
dead.
no!
Well, you didn't actually blow her up. You just beat her up and then she dipped.
She gives you a 1-up.
How nice of her. Any character that gives me a free 1-up is a friend in my book.
She's the main reason I lose a fucking life on this stage. Actually, On too. I don't know how to do On's last spell card.
I don't know how to deal with Point Golem.
Bullet Golem can actually suck dick. Oh my god. Bullet Golem is some bullshit, dude.
It's definitely not fun.
I'm assuming I'm doing it wrong.
Probably.
But god, I hate it. But like, I managed to figure out 90% of the spell cards in normal mode, but that one is just, ugh.
What beautiful cherry blossoms. It seems that the shrine's been taken over by berserk fairies and yokai, though. Is Reimu out, I wonder? She sure is laid back.
A Tengu reporter. If you're here for one of your violent interviews, I'll have to decline. Just leave right now, okay?
I can make the birds dance. Huh? Just who are you?
I'm Komaru Komainu, the shrine's guardian god. I chase away intruders while the shrine maiden is out.
A Komainu, Was there really one of those around? Well, that's fine. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Hello? I just said I'm chasing away intruders. If you intend to stay in this shrine any longer, I'll give you no mercy. Reminds me of one of Chirno's cooldowns. Oh.
I put myself in a bad spot. And she is melting.
I've heard the thing about some Touhou games being taken off Steam. What's going on with that?
She melted.
Why is she dead?
Because she spawned halfway in my bomb and, yeah.
You mean the official games? Why? Is that because they banned anime? I think I remember something about this. The country banned anime. Trojans? What? Like, are you talking fan games or are you talking official games? I need more information here. Yeah, definitely Australia. What do you mean Trojans? SA and UFO are delisted for some reason. Well, fuck, she's dead.
So, I'd like to ask you about these abnormal cherry blossoms.
Well, you can link it, but I can't click it, so I'm not gonna get any information. I don't agree with violence!
Excuse me? You were trying to violently chase me out just now.
Ah, fine. So the cherry blossoms, was it? Or was it the berserk fairies you wanted to know about?
I'd like to know about anything out of the ordinary that you've noticed, yes.
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about what's going on. Really, I've got nothing.
Is that so? Your expression does seem to say as much. That Yambana from earlier before didn't have
Yamanba.
Yamanba, sorry. I haven't have any information either. We have an incident big enough to cover all of Gensokyo, but absolutely no clues as to the ringleader. This may be the work of someone far more insidious and strategically minded than I thought. I can feel a once-in-a-thousand-year scoop coming on.
It just says it's being investigated, but the games are gone. How the... I'm so confused. It lists obscene offenders like Sword Art Online. I need details on this. This is so confusing. What the fuck about the... Well, to be fair, UFO is associated with actual, an actual, like, Trojan virus. The ransomware. And UFO itself is basically a computer virus, so let's be real.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know about this one.
I don't like the position I put myself in.
That bomb is strong, but it only hits in front of you.
That's good enough for me, Chief.
Ransomware and Mirasaware. Ransomware, not ransomware. Well, I like calling it ransomware But I understand. It's called ransomware because the name of Touhou UFO is Seirensen. Hence, ransomware. I get it!
I popped, but it didn't pop.
Shitty barrier.
Yeah?
Yeah, your shot type isn't good for hitting things.
No, it's not. There was a better idea at stages 1 to 3, though.
Well, this is really stupid, but I don't really think anything will come of it because it's pretty obvious that there's no, like, there isn't really anything, like, illicit or bad about, the Touhou games. Like, there's nothing in them. You almost ran into that.
I did. I almost ran into it, yeah.
There's nothing in a Touhou game that would be, like, break any rule, so I don't know how the fuck this happened.
Cannot hit things.
I'd laugh about it, but this is the fucking clown world we live in. Where this is the kind of shit that people who have no business have any idea how the world works, are trying to make the rules. We should ban anime.
Why?
I don't
Angry
know.
eyebrow.
Because I don't know what it is, and I fear it. Therefore, no one should enjoy it. I mean, just look at Twitch. Twitch has outlawed certain words, but their response to the massive amounts of DMCAs causing strikes and channel takedowns is press the mute button, bro. Just don't play the music, bro. More details. I wish I could click those.
I don't know why I skipped that. I don't know why I decided to skip that.
Brimming with power. What's going on? I'm overloading my power. Test it on this Tengu in front of me. Yeah, she's gonna say that. This gal here is your opponent.
I don't know why. I was in the muscle memory of skipping.
Time for me to head on back.
Ah, she ran off. I'm interested in this new phase 2, though. Could you lend me a moment of your time?
Sure. Thanks for facing off with me.
Facing off? You do mean for an interview, right?
Nope, not at all. Seems like this blizzard is giving me strength. So I'm gonna hurl all that strength at you. Eat this, you damn dirty Tengu.
Not bad if you ask me. In fact, it's my favorite. I thought that was the end because
Skipped her response.
Usually the spiky dialogue boxes mean end.
So apparently the distributor fucked up and let Steam versions of subterranean animism undefined pants object infected with Trojans. Better be safe than sorry and do a virus scan or something like Parallel if you played these recently. What? How the fuck did that happen?
How though? But why though? Oh, I almost got hit there, laddie.
I don't have them, chat. I don't have the Steam versions of those games. I bought 15, 16, and 17 because they were the only ones on the chip. They were the ones I knew were on Steam. And then I was told that like 14 and 13 were there too, and I was like, oh. And then now 10, 11, and 12 are there, and now we're doing this. But I never actually went back and bought them. Yeah, I would just press bomb and then pretend this one doesn't actually exist.
Done.
Because fuck that one. They're not translated on Steam. No, they're not. But it's not that difficult to TH craft them. Alright, I kind of see what you're supposed to do here. It's just a bit overwhelming when you're the one playing it. There you go. Second link comments that the same version was uploaded at Moria 2nd of April 2018. What? I'm confused. Because they think Zun doesn't have the codes anymore, so the assumption is that it's versions from Sanai's house which were infected with Oh, I see.
Alright then, let's proceed with the interview.
Sob. Okay.
You said a moment ago that the blizzard was giving you power. What exactly did you mean by that?
Sorry, but I'm not sure either. I can feel a strange power flowing forth. Or something. I'm not usually this eager to fight either. I want to live a nice, quiet life, if anything. Also, my back feels kind of hot, I think.
Who was that girl carrying a bamboo a moment ago? Do you know her?
What? A girl with bamboo? Who are you talking about?
The strange girl who was dancing behind you before we fought.
You're kidding! Sure, this is a pretty harsh blizzard, but I could definitely tell if someone was dancing right behind me.
Dryzo statues have zero ability to pay attention. Noted.
My back's felt hot for a while now, so I've turned around to see what's the matter many times. But there hasn't been anyone there.
If your back feels hot, you should go see a doctor, or maybe a mason would be better in your case. Miss? There's a door stuck to your back?
Wow, huh? Wow, talk about scary.
I see. That girl from before was possessing you via your back and giving you power. Perhaps she was hiding in the backs of all the others I fought too. If you don't enter a tiger's lair, you can't catch its cubs. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of room in here.
So I guess what the idea is here is, Sanai's house version is the one that got uploaded to Steam, which is confusing, because how did that happen? Like, what?
I tried to bomb, and I didn't have a bomb, but instead I micrododged through it.
And they're assuming that because it's not, like, it's because it's this version, there's a chance that it could have a virus. And they're looking into it. Is that, am I getting that right? Okay. Well, Sanai wouldn't do that.
No, I would hope not. I think she's better than that.
I'm pretty sure the only game Zun doesn't have the source code for anymore is like 6.
They're making bullets. Why am I shooting them?
Well, they all make bullets.
But like they were making bullets on death. What is this?
You're not killing them fast enough, so they're doing their thing. Moria version was compromised. I would have known about this now, since I got both buttons swapped in there for months now. Yeah, same. That's where I got all mine. Literally all of mine come from there. I just go to Sanai's house, ask her if she's got the stuff, and she's always got it.
She's never let me down.
Because they weren't on Steam until like a couple months ago. So yeah, I don't think anything bad will come from this, but this is definitely not a good thing. At least they're being safe, or like, careful with it, which is important, but at the same time, god damn it.
I don't know how to do this. So I'm just gonna melt her health bar away and worry about it later. Take the light and
Big
worry
melt.
about it later.
I got the Steam version for 15 onwards. Because I didn't know 13 and 14 were on Steam until I was already playing like 13. I was just like, oh, well, alright.
See, the plan was to just do this for everything, but it's not quite panning out like that.
Chat, I don't want to buy a UFO.
I don't know why I did that. I thought about it just do this and win.
Like, I legitimately don't want to buy a UFO.
I don't really either. And it's not because I know I don't have to, it's because I really don't want to.
I would buy 11 and 10, but I would not play UFO.
They make bullets. They make bullets!
Oh, so shooting them causes the bullet.
Yeah.
Neat.
I sped up out of nowhere and I got scared. Alright, I'm out of bombs again, because I kind of, using them a lot. I finally found a material witness. With that, I'd like to begin our interview.
What? A Tengu from before? How'd you get in here?
I went through the Jaizo's back.
Ah, guess I left the door open. Oh my, you're such a scatterbrain. What were you even thinking, bringing a Tengu in here? I'm never going to hear the end of this. Yeah, I did mess up, but I don't think Master will get mad at us. Our job is to drive Tengu away, after all. All we gotta do is shoot her down here.
Your job is to drive Tengu away. What in the world are you two?
I'm Mai Tereda, and I'm Satono Nishida. We're twin children who serve a god of hindrances. We're fundamentally the same type as being as you.
A god of hindrances. I feel like I've heard that phrase before somewhere.
Yes, a god of hindrances. A god whose works to prevent things. Our job is to behave the same way as Tengu, in order to drive Tengu away.
I only wanted to interview the two of you about the Four Seasons incident, but it looks like I had no choice but to fight.
I didn't expect to have to do this right here, of all places, but... Behold! Feast your eyes on we two servants' secret ceremony, the Tengu Odoshi. The thing is, it's most definitely a false positive, because I'm pretty sure every single download comes with a virus scan to, like, confirm. And they also, they moderate their uploads, by the way. They don't just let people upload whatever they want. It has to go through a moderator.
I got scared.
So they'll check it and be like, yep, that's good.
You know what's funny? I didn't have that bomb until those pieces dropped.
Suiko does things well. Yeah, I'm gonna say Suiko handles that process. And the thing is, to their credit, they also always include the Steam page on games that you can pay for. So they provide, you know, maybe they shouldn't, but they do provide. But there's always a link to where you can support the official release, so there's that at least. It's just, it's really hard to play those games otherwise, so that's why the site's very helpful. There's a lot of treasures on that site.
I hate that I'm bomb spamming through this, but I'm honestly just fucking terrified. Alright, time to melt away.
I've never heard of an example of... Oh, that's close. I've never heard of an example of something that site having malicious software to it. Honestly. Oh, you got through this fast.
I'm not through it yet. Don't say that.
Bombs in this game are insane.
They are.
Except Raymo's. Raymo's is just fantasy seal.
You're all bark and no bite.
Wow, she's strong. Sure didn't expect that. Seems that we have underestimated her.
There's no need for me to show such hostility towards you. All I want is information on the Four Seasons incident, that's all.
Seasons incident? Nah, that's not our fault.
Huh? Really? Whoa.
See, by dancing behind their backs, there's no limit to how much of a target's potential we can draw out. We received orders to seek out potential in people who are normally hidden, and to drive away any yokai who serve as hindrances, such as Tengu and the like. The incident's not our fault. It's the fairies, sprites, and divine spirits who went crazy from our dancing.
Jotting all this down. So, to sum it all up, your superior ordered the two of you to grant power to yokai in various places. The fairies went berserk as a side effect of that, which made nature become strange. So, you two are the culprit behind the season incident, aren't you?
Sorry, hang on a second. Huh? Understood. What was that? Did Master give us a call? Yes, she summoned us. Probably in for a scolding. Blech, this is the worst.
They don't seem to be coming back. Well, I've managed to find the culprit responsible for the season incident, but the god of hindrances, I really do feel like I've heard about one in Tengu history before.
One of the official OSTs of malware when the site was relatively new. Been mostly forgotten though, since you can't find it. Well, if it was around the beginning of the site, then they probably didn't have as strict a moderation on it. So I wouldn't say it's fair to say that if it, at the early points of the site's life. Sometimes you have to learn by
Mistake.
yeah, you gotta learn the hard way. Also, my theory is that Reimu sucks in this game because she doesn't actually want to solve the incident.
She's doing it reluctantly.
Yeah, well, she straight up didn't want to do it because it was benefiting her shrine. But yeah, she's really not that great compared to the other characters. Chirno's fucking Saw Blade Bomb, and Aya's, here's this wall of death that lasts for like 10 seconds. But then Reimu just has tickle amulets, and like barely any strength fantasy seal. I still did it. But goddamn. Yeah, you're still invincible while that's going too.
Yeah.
That's insanity. There you go, you get your bomb back.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
What's Marissa do? I don't know, play to find out.
I would have liked to ask those two some more questions, but that aside, this is quite the mysterious world we have here. To think that a Jaizo's back would have such a vast world inside of it.
Ha ha ha, how very interesting. A Tengu in the land of the back door. Just what is this world coming to?
Whoa, I like when Aya goes, whoa.
We're beings who are meant to govern hindrances, just like Tengu, but we belong in different places.
Just like Tengu? What in the world are you?
My name is Okina Madara. I am the god of the back door, a god of hindrances. A god of no performances, a god of outcasts, a god of stars.
That's a lot of titles.
Well, a Tengu such as yourself should already understand. Understand the fact, of course, that no god could possibly have so many divine natures at once.
Meaning?
You think I'm lying, don't you?
Well, yes. Or perhaps you're not lying, but I get the feeling that you're concealing your true nature.
Well, I'm an absolutely secret god. This may very well be my true nature after all.
Hindrances, a secret god. Oh, I remember now. Our ancestors, the people of hindrances, split into two groups. One settled in the mountains and became Tengu. The other hid behind the Buddha, living in human settlements. That is to say, a secret god of hindrances. Could you be...
How many times must I say it? I am that very god. I have a wide variety of titles, but which one do you think most accurately represents my true form?
Didn't you say just a moment ago that your true form was a secret god?
A god of hindrances also means a god of Tengu warding. That is to say, I am a god that eliminates Tengu from this world. That's why I laughed at first. A Tengu, of all things, has entered the land of Tengu warding. Such utter cheek that you crow have. What? Okay. Be vanquished in earnest, you foolish Tengu reporter.
Poor Aya. He didn't do anything wrong. He's just a Tengu.
The stage 6 Okina is she just memes on you. And then when she can't force you out with the 5th season, then you have to fight her actual stuff. The thing is,
I kind of hate this one. So.
Marissa's the only character in the game who actually passes her test. That's the thing. Reimu doesn't pass the test because she's the Hakode Shrine Maiden. Chirno's a fairy, and Aya's a Tengu. Even though Okina considers the possibility of having Chirno as a whatever the hell the other two are.
Servant, basically.
Yeah, but pretty much the only one who passes is Marissa, because Marissa is just straight up a human with power.
I don't know how to do this one, man.
It's okay, you don't need to. You have that button. Yes. Chirno is too weak by herself.
God damn it.
You take that back. What is that item she's holding?
I don't know.
This one feels like RNG. I have no idea how you're gonna hit her.
I want it to bomb. I want it to bomb. Fuck me. I don't know why I went up there. Fucking grab.
Oh yeah, I forgot what was happening. Neat. That was half done for you. Claustrophobic. Doesn't want to Okina's reason for the incident to show the Tengu higher up their place. Yep. Her, I believe her true intention was testing the, how the residents against Sokyo would respond to these kinds of, this kind of, like, attack, like, testing the flexibility of the border. That kind of thingy-majiggy. And also as a way to tell the Tengu to fuck off with what they're doing. To warn them that if they keep pursuing, they keep pursuing what it is they're pursuing, then Okina's probably gonna slap their shit in. She's like a harbinger of balance. That's why she got pissed at Clown Piece. Because Akati wanted to take the fairies into hell. To try and breathe some life into hell through them. And Okina was like, you tell your master that that shit ain't happening on my watch. It's like, damn! Yeah, there's a chapter where Okina shows up in one chapter in Wildhorn Hermit. She shows up at the shrine, and during that chapter, Aya also ends up interacting with Kasen, and Kasen knows who Okina is, and then they talk about it for a bit. So yeah, there is a chapter dedicated to it. That's like the only chapter she shows up in. After that, On becomes a reoccurring character because she has importance to both the shrine's line of work. She helps out at both. She's not really specific to the Hakode Shrine. She does her best for both of them. That was going really well.
I tried. Next time I might try spring sub shot. See how that goes. 'Cause I kind of like how much damage I was doing until the part where I couldn't hit things and that damage meant nothing. I had an idea and it didn't quite pan out the way I wanted it to. I don't think that's really my style.
I wouldn't say Okina's a good guy. Probably more neutral, yeah.
chaotic neutral.
Her intent is preserving Gensokyo. Yukari has the same ideas, but I think her end goals are a little more yokai orientated is all. And I don't know what Kasen's doing.
Well, I tried.
Okina and what's her name?
Jesus, 2.5 hours?
Okina and Hikatia having an actual fight would be interesting.
You are not immune to propaganda.
There we go. See, I picked Reimu again instead of Marissa because I knew I had to do the extra stage at one of them, and I'd rather do it as Reimu. She's got no shoes on.
Man.
Kicked out. Door to anywhere.
Next time, try to use no continues, you fucking scrub.
Get memed on, nerd. Man, I hate when I have to readjust this. Why doesn't it just stay the way it's supposed to?
I don't know. That's a good question, Mega Man.
Alright, here we go. Chat's posting feet and they can't even see anything.
Where is the letter R in the alphabet? There it is.
To be honest, I wouldn't really say any character is good or evil in this series. They're just kind of characters who do what they want, and they all have their own interests. It's just the interests of the land is what some characters have. So you call that good, I guess. Anyway, that was Hidden Star in 4 seasons.
I want to play as Aya again next time.
Yeah, Andrew has to beat the game, and then I'll be doing the extra stage, which, well, I don't think it'll be as bad as Hikatia.
Like I said at the beginning, low bar.
But I don't think it'll be super easy, so it'll take some effort. I could beat the game once I utilize... Do you see how the difference, chat, between how I played when I didn't use the mechanic and how I did use the mechanic was?
See, I was afraid to use mine because that was where most of my power came from.
I went from wow, I game overed on like stage 4 to wow, I have 4 lives on the stage 6 boss. So yeah, the game definitely wants you to use your subseason mechanic. I like the summer one because it doesn't make me waste all of my power, but at the same time, it's not exactly strong to begin with because it's more spread shot orientated. So I sacrificed a bit of power for a little bit of a safety net. But yeah, whatever playstyle you like is what playstyle you could go with. I like that one personally, where I cannot waste all of my bar for one big boom and instead just use it when I need to get out of trouble. But we'll come back to this on Monday because I'm pretty sure it's Friday.
Yeah, that sounds right, because Christmas isn't a week.
Christmas isn't a goddamn week. Wow.
I could have swore 3 days ago it was in 3 weeks.
Wow. December's almost over again. Anyway, yeah.
That means 2020's almost over.
We'll be back with this on Monday. And I don't know. I don't think I'll beat her, but I'll give it a shot. Probably take 2 streams, 2 to 3 streams, the usual. And then we'll move on to 17. But yeah, next time, more Okina, no matter what, because she is just everywhere.